What's going on, man?
KP, how you going?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good, mate. You're looking pretty hunky there, mate.
Looking shaven?
Looking sharp and shaven. How you been, all right?
I've been very well, man. How are you? We've got in the chat. So Chabs has put the cool emoticon.
Is it saying that you look like...
Are you saying that I look cool, or is it Chris's top because it's like
see-through?
See-through. You know what I mean? That's what's inside the big man. How are you, Chabs?
How are you guys? How you going, man? Anyone that's in the room, make sure you like, share, subscribe.
All the jazzy stuff. Like, share, comment, subscribe.
Today we've got a massive show again.
We do.
Like we do every week.
We do. We do.
What's on the agenda, man?
Well, tonight first thing we're talking is Cobra Kai, right?
Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
So anyone that hasn't watched Cobra Kai, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alerts. Listen, if you haven't watched it and you've come to watch a podcast talking about it,
yeah, Cobra Kai,
you're in trouble because
one of my favorites.
Cobra Kai is good. And then Johnny G is there. He says I'm on patrol. Amanda says hello. John, I told you you're on drink patrol, man. Go get me a drink. And then we're talking who is the best superhero of all time? Who is the GOAT of superheroes?
The superhero debate.
The superhero debate. And then we're talking serial killers.
Serial killers. Something that you've wanted to do for a long time.
I have.
You're a big fan of the...
I'm not a fan of them.
No, but you're intrigued.
Very intrigued.
Yeah.
The whole concept of...
You're not a serial killer, because if you are, I'm leaving. No one's in the house.
No one's here. Jess is there. Jess is clapping. Hi, Jess. Alex is saying hello. Fortuny is saying hi. How are you all? How's everyone?
I hope everyone's fine.
Yes, hope you're all well.
And we got TikTok Live going as well, guys. So TikTok Live, welcome to the podcast.
That's it. So, what's been happening, man? How you been?
Good, man. Just been a pretty crazy week with work, but it's good to be in the middle, nearly towards the end of the weekend.
Yeah, I was just soccer training in the rain. So.
Oh, really? How'd that feel, man?
It was alright. I like playing in the rain. Rain's the best. I reckon.
It was a bit humid out there.
It was hot. That's what made it bad. It's not that it doesn't matter about the rain and that. It was still hot. Like it's just.
Yeah.
I'd rather it be rainy and cold than rainy and hot. It's like the worst.
Yeah.
Father Jim is in the chat. He says,
Father Jim.
Jimmy, how are you?
Please bless this podcast today, Father Jim.
Please bless us, Father Jim. That's it. So, yeah, before we get into anything, guys, like we always say, if there's anything wrong with the picture, the microphones, anything, let us know.
Also want to say hello to our listeners on the podcast platforms, such as Google Podcast, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and a lot of other ones. So, how you going, guys?
That was fluent.
It was.
I liked it. It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. I liked it. It was really good. So Johnny's saying Goku hands down for best superheroes. Already getting in the debate.
Oh, Goku.
The debate hasn't even started.
Goku.
So
yeah,
Jimmy's done his blessing. There we go.
Jimmy's done his blessing. Thanks, Jimmy.
Goku's hands will be down, man, because he'll lose the battle. That's the problem. I do like Goku though.
Yeah, we'll get into it.
Have to admit, I do like Goku.
We'll get into it.
Amanda's saying it's all good. All right, so what's the first thing we're talking about? Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai, guys.
So like we said it before, spoilers.
We haven't got a graphic set up today.
We don't have a graphic, but
spoiler alert, guys. Cobra Kai, so if you haven't watched it and you do want to watch it, listen away now.
If you haven't watched it and you're probably not intending to watch it, this probably doesn't apply to you. But yeah, if you're intending to watch it and everything,
Yeah, so...
Fortuny says, shout out to Joe Rogan that's getting silenced for free speech.
It's getting silenced for free...
I don't know anything about that. I don't know about the...
What, on this podcast?
I don't know. I don't know what that's about. I'm not sure. No. Well, maybe we'll look into that and... talk about that one. I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't know the situation. I haven't heard.
Give us some more information before we start.
Yeah, give us some more information while we can talk about it.
Yeah, because we don't know much about it. So
yeah, I don't know anything about it, to be honest.
Shout out to Rogan. Yeah, a lot of people are getting silenced these days.
Well, it's like we actually want to talk about it. We said one night we want to do a topic about cancel culture. Does it exist?
Yeah, that's a good one. Why didn't you come up with that one?
No, I want to. I want to do because probably I want to do that one as well. But it's like, you know what I think? It's like they come in with all this cancel culture and all that and all this stuff. It's like, and then they go bring up something that someone said 15 years ago when they could have been a completely different person. No, I'm saying they were living in a different era. You know, like they did this. They did it to Eddie Murphy, for example. They said, "Oh, you got to say sorry for making jokes about whatever you made about about the gay community and all that." And he turned around straight out and he goes, "Listen, I don't have to apologize for nothing." He said, "What are you going to cancel?
Yeah.
You're not going to cancel me." He took him on, which I applauded. I think Jerry Seinfeld did the same thing. They said to Jerry, "Oh, you got to apologize because you were misogynistic in your TV show." And he goes, "Listen, it was a show in the 90s, and that's what was funny."
Yeah.
And he goes, "And I don't actually think we were that misogynistic. It was just a show about guys going on dates." And Elaine as well, it was. He's like, "I'm not apologizing for nothing." He goes, "He said get Seinfeld cancelled. I'd do it because they can't."
I mean, back then, political correctness wasn't as like it is now. Now everything's like, you got to be careful with what you say.
Yeah, no, but, I mean, listen, I'm all for all that stuff, but I mean, it's a TV show.
Yeah, that's what you got to take out of it.
Yeah,
TV show. It's not real.
Yeah. Like it's, I
know. I know. So the chat's gone a bit crazy.
Well, his podcast is getting taken off Spotify, Footin said. So yeah, I don't know. We'll have to look into that and maybe we'll talk about that. I didn't know that.
If that's true.
Because he's got a massive following on YouTube on his podcast. Surely it's not coming off YouTube.
No, he's not on YouTube
Yeah,
anymore.
no, but he puts his... not even the JRE, it is, I think.
Oh, maybe it is.
Yeah.
But it's...
It just shows clips of it, but he's still got 12 million followers or something.
Yeah, but it goes live on
Yeah, it goes live on Spotify, but he'll just transfer over, I reckon.
Well, he transferred over from YouTube. He was on YouTube originally.
Yeah, well...
That's a lot of money, man, to cancel.
Probably. And then... Fortin is saying it's a good topic that we're saying we want to talk about, the cancel culture. Jimmy says, "Father blessing, ask not what tomorrow may bring, but count as blessings every day that follows you," with a laugh at the end. And then Johnny says, "Too many Karens."
Too many Karens.
And Fortin says, "Yeah, it's a huge story at the moment." Well, there you go. We have to...
You can tell that me and you don't watch the news much.
Do you know what it is? Because I said it last time. Listen, I got nothing against him. I actually don't I don't listen to his podcast, so that's why I don't.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah,
that's why I don't really know about it.
He's pretty cool though. Like,
I don't mind him.
I've listened to some of these podcasts.
Yeah, I've listened when it's. I think I was saying it to Jess. I've listened when it's come up that there's someone else on there that I want to listen to. Not so much for him, if that makes sense. Like if there's a person that I like that went on there, then I'll watch the YouTube clip or something. But yeah, I don't know. We'll have to look into it and maybe we'll talk about it. That sounds like a very good topic to talk about. So
maybe we'll get some more fellas in here for that
one. We will. So and then maybe we can talk about the cancel culture that night.
Yeah.
It'll all tie in. There you go.
Maybe Johnny G might grace us with his presence.
He did rock up last night, even though he didn't rock up, but he was there.
What did Ali say? He said that he stole your beard.
Yeah.
Saw that comment. Johnny G stole your beard.
That's the best. He would have just taken it and ran off with it.
Well, let's hope no one takes us off the air, man.
That's it, man. It won't happen.
There's not much controversial tonight.
Well, there's
there's been a few podcasts we've done that's been a few controversy.
Yeah, no, but you know what? I'm straight. Like I've always said this. I always say it to Jess. Like, even if someone came up to me and whatever, we would say we were famous, whatever, and someone said, "Oh, you got to apologize for that," I'll be like, "No, I don't." It's just me.
That's what your opinion is.
Do what you do.
Exactly, it's your opinion.
Exactly.
And there's another thing I really want to bring up. I've got to just say, guys, I get a lot of people that come up to me and go, "Oh, I've missed your podcast because I never know when it's on."
Yeah.
So, like, guys, if you're in here, if you're listening to me right now, there's a notification bell.
Yeah. Please press it.
It's pretty much on the same screen that you're watching now.
Yeah, press it.
Press the notification bell. It will notify you when we go live and when we bring out new videos.
That's it.
And that's all you got to do, and you'll be notified. Or check us. Make sure you follow us on our social media platforms like Instagram and Facebook.
That's it. They're all on later on. They're on the outro screen. You'll see all the links to it, and they're in our bio. So
yeah, make sure you guys hit that bell. Anyway,
Fortuny says I look like I did back in high school without the beard. I don't know. I don't even know if I had this much facial hair. but anyway, so
I do like the beard though.
You like the beard?
Yeah. I like you clean shaven, but you look like you're 10 years old.
That's the best.
Yeah.
I like it. Oh, well, let's get into it. Like we said, guys, spoilers ahead. We're talking about Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai, here we go.
Let you go, man. Let you lead into it.
Oh, look, started watching it when I started watching the first season. I don't know if it was the first or second. I reckon it was. No, I reckon, it was when the first and second season were out. I hadn't watched it.
Yeah, okay.
And I was hearing all this hype about it.
Yeah, me too.
And I remember, I reckon it was Johnny G's like, oh, you gotta watch Cobra Kai, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, man, I'll watch it because he loves it.
Yeah.
And I'm a big fan of the Karate Kids.
Oh,
they're pretty cool.
Listen, that's the first thing I'm going to say right now, and I've said it to you.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of the Karate Kid, like we grew up Karate Kid, Bloodsport, Kickboxer, all these movies. If you're a fan of that genre, you are going to love Cobra Kai.
Love it.
If you're not a fan of Karate Kid,
no, but who isn't a fan of Karate Kid?
Well, listen, like, I know, like my Jess has never even seen Karate Kid.
Yeah, but
do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if you have someone that didn't grow up with it and didn't watch it, Cobra Kai, you're not going to like it. That's just a fact.
Yeah, but people in our in the
whoever watched it back in the day, 80s, 90s loved it.
80s, 90s kids,
you loved it. If you watched it, if you had seen it, you loved it.
Most people
did. That's right. Yeah. So,
but
yeah,
I loved it. I loved Karate Kid. So watching this brought back a lot of nostalgia.
Oh, big time.
Big time. And
Amanda saying #bring back the beard. You know what? I actually looked in the mirror when I did it at home. And I was like to Jess, and I was like, you know what? I actually like the look of it like this. I might have to keep the clean shaven for a bit. I like it.
You love it.
Just like it. It looks.
Apparently, I look like an eagle. So.
You look like an eagle when you shave.
Yeah.
That's the best. Hey, Eagle fan, man.
Eagle fan. Anyway, started watching it, and as I said, I got the nostalgic feeling, and man, I couldn't stop watching it. It was like
you watch it.
You know when you watch something and if you're really tired, you fall asleep. With this one, I'll be so tired.
Just keep watching.
No, I won't fall asleep because I'm so invested into it.
It's because we grew up so tied to those characters. Everyone had such a connection to, let's say, from the first 3 movies to Daniel LaRusso.
Yeah.
You had a connection to him. Everyone did.
And
to Mr. Miyagi.
And
whoever didn't have a connection to them two that had watched it, something's wrong.
Yeah, of
you
course.
Know what I mean?
And then to see how the villains have gone was even more intriguing.
Oh, man.
But
the thing is, you're full on Johnny's side now. You have to be.
Of course.
You're on both their sides, really. You see both their points, don't you? But
of course, Johnny's the best, man.
Johnny's a champion. You know what? Again, spoilers. Hey, the jazz man says HFD are wild, and Johnny says jazz hands. He says feeling jazzy. Yeah, so I'll bring to me the last episode of the most recent season of season 4. I think the best moment in Cobra Kai happened in that last episode.
What, at the end?
Near the end. When he asked Johnny to join him, pretty much accepted, listen, we've got to be, he accepted his wrongs. Daniel?
Yeah.
And he was like, Johnny, I need your help to help me. But then when he said to him, listen, he goes, 2-time All-Valley champion and Johnny Lawrence. And Daniel went up there and corrected him. And he goes, also 2-time All-Valley under-18 champion Sensei Lawrence. That was the best moment.
Yeah.
That was, because that meant that he finally accepted him as an equal.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Even though they still
doesn't matter. That accepted him as, that was and that made Johnny think, oh my God, he's finally, putting me with him. It accepted him. And that was probably the best moment that's happened. It was.
Yeah. No, it was a good moment. And I reckon the last season was probably the best one.
Yeah, I love the first one, I reckon. First and last have been the best ones. Yeah, I agree.
Even the second one was good.
Yeah, they're all good.
I like. Is the third one when he went back to Japan?
Yeah, I think so.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, there was some cool Chosen in that.
Yeah.
So you know what I reckon is going to happen in season 5? There's going to be a moment where Terry Silver and Chosen fight.
Oh, that'll be wild.
And Chosen's going to kick his ass.
Yeah.
And it's going to freak them all out. That's what's going to happen. No one's going to know who he is, but they're going to come to a head.
You reckon?
Yeah, no, and he's going to smash him something shocking.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, who the fuck's this bloke? Because he is. He's going to clean.
Well, you could see that he learned pressure points.
He's better than all of them.
Yeah.
It's just fact.
Because Miyagi never taught him that.
No, but it's because he's been doing it his whole life.
But Miyagi knew that stuff.
Yeah, he did, but but the thing was, let's say when Daniel stopped training for 30 years, he kept training. Same with Terry. He'd been a rich kid, They're all trained. He kept training.
He kept training.
So they're going to come to a head, I think. And he's just going to deck him. And they're going to be like, whoa, who's this guy? And then I don't know what's going to happen with the Miguel story. He's going to meet his dad or something. And
yeah, I don't know what's happening there.
maybe he's going to get bullied or something in Mexico or something. Something's going to happen. But Johnny's going to go there.
Yeah, Johnny will go there.
And I actually reckon Robbie and Miguel are going to come
together?
Yeah.
For friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the way Robbie happened, that was good what happened with him at the end. When he finally said to his dad, he was like, I'm sick of blaming you. Like, he accepted, like, you're not.
Yeah, because you just wanted him to just...
Yeah, like he accepted, not everyone's perfect, and he accepted it.
Yeah,
Because he saw failure in himself when he tried to train that kid.
Yeah, that's right.
And he was like, oh my God, maybe it's not all peaches and cream.
There's a lot of good, like, metaphors in that.
Of course.
Like, for people to watch and like, wow, look at that.
And I don't know, that's me, I don't know what you think. I reckon they're going to come together. Miguel and Robbie, like they're going to become friends.
Yeah.
Something's going to happen, or maybe not friends, but they're going to...
I agree.
Like forgive each other or something.
But, there's so many characters, man. And the best thing about it, though, was, like, they brought all these old characters back.
Yeah.
And it was cool that they could bring everyone
See,
back.
you know what? This is... we've talked about it before. I'm a massive Star Wars fan, right?
Yeah.
Star Wars needed to take a leaf out of Cobra Kai's book, and that's what you do with old characters when you bring them back. Make them good.
Yeah.
Don't bring back old characters and make them shit.
Yeah. That's right.
Hands down.
That's why you love it so much.
Yeah,
It's so cool.
Yeah.
We'll
read a few of these. Amanda says, I like Johnny better than Daniel, I think. Never thought I'd say that. And I think a lot of people are like that. I like them pretty equal. I know. How can Daniel's son not be the best? Fortinir says that's true. The Japan one was awesome, Amanda saying about season 3.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. Didn't even know it existed, Fortinir said.
Well, she's seen Karate Kid.
Yeah, no, well, you got to. If you've seen Karate Kid and
love
like
it,
you have to watch Cobra Kai.
You absolutely love it.
And then Amanda's like, what? What are you talking about? Might watch first episode tonight, Fortinir says. I cried like a baby when Robbie said that, Amanda said. Yeah, but it was true, though, because the way he said it was like, I'm sick of blaming you, Dad. Like,
yeah.
And it just, they connected. So he's leaving Cobra Kai. That's all there is to it. Like, he's not staying with Cobra Kai, like Robbie.
No.
No way.
No. Not after what happened. But who does he go to? Does he go to Eagle Fang now, or does he go to Miyagi-Do?
It depends if... I don't think Eagle Fang's going to be there at the start because Johnny's going to be in Mexico. That's what I reckon.
Yep.
And Miyagi-Do is going to be Daniel and Chosen.
Yep.
That's what I think. Yanni says, what did you think of Book of Boba? He's asking me because of what I said about Star Wars. See, listen, the best thing that's come out of Star Wars recently, we're off topic again, is the TV shows.
Yeah, the Mandalorian is good, yeah.
Mandalorian and Book of Boba, and they're the best things to come out of Star Wars. But I actually like Mandalorian better than Book of Boba Fett. Call me controversial. I don't know what you think, Johnny. You can put that in the chat, but I think Mandalorian's better than
Is it
Book
the
of
new
Boba
one? The Book of... Is that the one that...
But again, it's an old character.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas I like Mandalorian more. That's me personally. I don't know what...
Mandalorian's pretty cool. I've watched a few
Mandalorian's killer. Mandalorian is like a space... Clint Eastwood movie, a space western. It's like a space western.
It's really cool.
It's so good.
Yeah, I liked it. I like it.
So
I haven't watched all of it though. I've got to finish watching it.
Yeah, no, that's good. Mandalorian's real good. So yeah, no, that's me. I think Johnny's not going to be there at the start because his story is going to be in Mexico because he looks at Miguel like a son as well. I think
he does. He
really does. That was sad, that bit when he said to him, "I love you," but he said, "I love you too, Robbie."
He was trying to right the wrongs.
That was sad.
I know, it was sad. Dude, I was...
that was sad.
I had tears in my eyes.
Yeah, dude, that was sad.
It wasn't...
Because it was like he just wanted you to say, I love you.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like,
I had tears in my eyes.
Yeah, that was sad.
I had tears in my eyes.
So, he looks at him like a son too. He
does. He's trying to right all the wrongs.
That's right. He
knows he was... Because with Robbie, he had so much wrong... Like, grew him up so... badly.
That's right.
And he wasn't there for him. And then he's like, well, you know what? I'm not going to abandon this kid.
That's right. And he knows.
You know what I mean?
He knows now. You can tell Johnny knows.
Yeah.
He didn't like being a bully in school.
No.
Kreese made him do that.
And his stepfather. Yeah. His stepfather was not a good role model.
And he stood up to both of them.
Yeah.
That's what I like. You know what I mean? You know what cracks me up the most about Kreese? Kreese, see, growing up for me, well, I loved Karate Kid, right? So growing up for me, I hated Kreese with passion. Everyone did. You hated him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What cracks me up the most about Kreese is how they portray this guy as he's like a supervillain, like the Joker.
He is, yeah.
But it's a fucking karate dojo. Do you know what I mean? It's so...
Yeah, but it's so
I
wild.
know, but he's so intense, because that's the nostalgia. He's so intense, and then you're like, fuck, it's just...
Can I ask you a question? Did you feel sorry for him at the end?
Yeah,
I did
because
too.
the
I
only
felt
reason I
sorry
felt sorry
for
for him is because you saw that moment with
He was
him.
changing, wasn't he?
He was changing.
He was.
When he saw that thing with Johnny, and then he was like, let her do what she wants, because he knows he forced Johnny to do that and it wasn't the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Terry sabotaged Johnny, he helped him up, you know what I mean? He knew he didn't like it. And he was... So I don't know what's going to happen with Chris.
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
reckon he's going to come back in the end, I reckon,
Yeah.
to fuck over Terry. That's what I think.
It's going to be interesting.
It's going to be a season of Terry getting done, I think. He might get little wins here and there, but Chosen's going to do him.
It's funny how he came into it. Like, he didn't want to come back.
Nah.
And then...
See, you know what? In Karate Kid 3, because have you seen them all?
I've seen them all, yeah.
He was shit.
Of course he was shit. The whole movie was shit.
That was shit movie.
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, but...
But he's better now. They made him better.
Oh, yeah, but he was an asshole in that movie.
Yeah, he
though.
was. But I'm saying,
Right.
even Ralph Macchio said he hated that movie.
Oh, did
Didn't
he?
like making it.
Yeah, yeah.
It was,
I think I heard that.
yeah, he
somewhere.
did. He said it. I didn't like making it. It was a crap movie, you know, and
Number 1, number 2 were the
yeah,
best.
oh yeah. You know what's the best thing? You know, every time he goes to Mr. Miyagi's grave, right? He goes to Mr. Miyagi's grave, and anyone that's watched the show, they can know. I'm going to tell you now. Me and Mr. Miyagi are born on the same day. When he said, "When I," that's my birthday.
You know what's really cool? Like, and all the cast, like even the kids and that.
Yeah, they do well.
You know, good. I reckon it's pretty good acting. I reckon.
Yeah, I think they're good cast. Yeah.
That Hawk guy, that one at the end.
I like Hawk and Miguel as actors.
Yeah, they're
Them
good,
two in particular. Yeah.
that last fight was good against
Hawk,
Robbie.
Yeah, Hawk was champion.
Hawk.
I love
Well, he
Hawk.
won it
I've loved Hawk
since the beginning.
since he was a
Even
kid.
he was a dickhead.
Yeah, no, because I knew he was going to change back. I just knew.
I didn't know he was going to change back.
I just had a feeling because of the Greek kid, because of Dimitri. I just knew he was going to change back. He wasn't going to do that to his friend forever, because you could tell it was happening. He was like didn't like doing it,
Yeah.
and even when he broke his arm, he hated it, and then eventually it all, you know. And when I like him, I've always liked him. Because he's complex.
Yeah, and it was pretty crazy. Like the fight with
Yeah.
what's the girl's name?
What Daniel's daughter, Samantha and Tori.
Tori, yeah, they had that massive.
But it was
fight.
like, because she went to forgive her too, but she was like, "Are you okay?" And she freaked out, like it was.
It was all like a lot of the stuff was a lot of misunderstandings.
Yeah, of course.
And that's what it's always been.
Of course.
Even Karate Kid, the movies,
Yeah, of
it's all
course.
about misunderstandings.
Of course.
So.
And that's what Mr. Miyagi, all the teachings are always.
Yeah.
You're gonna.
Yeah.
You know, even when he bashed Kreese, he goes, he only bashed him because he was bashing Johnny.
Exactly.
When, you know.
Yeah,
but you know what? That cracked me up. Like when he goes to him, Johnny and Daniel are fighting, and he's like, "Remember, Mr. Miyagi saved your ass more than once." To Johnny, it just rubs it in. He rubs it in a bit too much. Daniel has become during season 1, 2, and 3. He was a bit of a bully.
That's what I was gonna say to you. What do you think of Daniel LaRusso? Like,
I didn't like him at the start.
It was different
because he was being a bully.
Yeah,
and
it was like the reverse role.
Yeah, you're so used to him not.
Yeah.
But then he started realizing.
And
you know what's going to happen in season 5, I think, as well? This is just my opinion. His son's gonna start training because of what happened with the Kenny.
Yeah, that happened as well.
So his son is definitely gonna start training because now he got bashed, he got beat up, he knows, and he's gonna start training. And let's put a prediction: he enters the next All Valley, the son. I reckon.
You reckon?
Yeah. Because he's gonna be older.
Yeah. How far do you think they can go with this?
Oh, they can go as far as they want. Look at TV shows. Like they always say, like Big Bang Theory went 12 seasons. Like Seinfeld went 9 seasons, and if Seinfeld wanted to, they could have kept going. He wanted to stop. He goes, "I've done. It's it. You know, I'm done." Like it depends how much work they want to put in.
You know what I do like about it is it's shorter. It's shorter episodes.
Yeah, the only one that was long was their last episode of.
Yeah, fair enough. But
it was good.
You can get through it.
Yeah, you can.
And I reckon it's enjoyable that way.
Cobra Kai's killer, man. Yeah. I'll say it again. If you are a Karate Kid fan, if you grew up watching Bloodsport, watching Predator, watching and that's what Johnny's all about, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's our genre.
Well, you see Johnny go through so much.
Yeah.
Love.
Yeah.
Like his father, his stepfather, and it's like
a
roller coaster, man.
Do you think Johnny's gonna? Do you think something's ever gonna happen? Like his dad comes back or something, like as an old man.
Oh, Well,
Johnny's dad.
maybe. Because remember the girlfriend came back?
Yeah. And she was like, go help Robbie because he's... Oh, you mean for the girlfriend from Karate Kid 1? Yeah. But you know what I like? I liked how the mum came back and she was like, this guy offered me money. You got to save Robbie.
Yeah.
She was like, she's like getting better as well, like rehab and...
I like because they really like emphasize real world problems. This would happen in a real situation.
Yeah, of course.
People can relate to it.
Yeah, of course.
And that's what you like about it.
Yeah.
You know, because someone out there's probably having the same problem. I'm not saying the whole karate thing, but
yeah.
But
so Jazzman says, I agree. Mando and the Book of Boba are wild, with Mando being a bit better. Yeah, that's what I reckon. Mando is the best, I think Alex was saying. Yeah, best. And then he said it's so good. Yeah, Mando is better. Oh, it's so funny. You know what it is? Like my brother George, there's these people that just love Boba Fett. And I actually think he was a bit of a lame character in Star Wars.
Is Boba Fett
the one with the mask? Like he died.
That like Mandalorian though?
He's got a Mandalorian mask, but he's not actually. He stole it. That's the backstory.
Oh, right.
But in the actual original Star Wars movies, he was a bit lame. He was portrayed to be this killer bounty hunter, but Han Solo killed him when he was blind in Return of the Jedi. Like he was like that's why I don't actually like him. There's this nostalgia to him. Like my brother George loves him, but to me he's actually a bit lame. And Mandalorian I think was better. It was a better show.
Okay.
Like it was.
So Mandalorian, the guy that's a different character.
Different character.
Yeah.
The only reason Boba Fett actually is good now is because the actor that plays him, the New Zealand guy from Only the Strong, Timiora Morrison, plays him wild. That's why I reckon it's good. That's why he makes Boba Fett good.
Is it the old bloke?
Yeah, he's like, remember, do you know the movie Only the Strong and that? Like he was...
Once Were Warriors?
Once Were Warriors, sorry, not Only the Strong. Once Were Warriors and
What
Becomes of the Broken Hearted.
Yeah.
Those
awesome.
two. He's awesome.
Yeah.
What Becomes of the Broken Hearted is the sequel to Once Were Warriors.
Yeah.
Where his like life is like gone to ruins and
Once Were Warriors.
Well, yeah, like so the second one picks up after that, like after his daughter's committed suicide and shows him like just he's trying to
I'm gonna watch that one.
Trying to correct all his wrongs. It's a good one too. They're both killer. He won. You know how many awards he won for that? And this is from a movie made in New Zealand. Like
No.
So he plays Boba Fett good. That's what's good about it.
Cool.
But yeah.
Well, no, I loved it, man. Definitely can't wait for season 5.
Yeah.
Season 5 is going to be epic. So it comes out every year. You got to wait a whole year for it. That's the only
Do
problem.
you think Robbie will ever win a championship?
He deserves one.
He's been in 2 finals.
I reckon when I see him fight, he's probably a better fighter than all of them. But he just gets unlucky.
See, I think it's very close between him like fighting and Miguel.
Close.
Miguel is good. It's just he's got shit on his head now. At the start, he was real good.
He was real good.
But then he's obviously back surgery and...
I was surprised with Hawk, how good he was.
Hawk's become a champion because he just was sick of being bullied.
Yeah.
Just sick of being bullied.
Yeah, but he's good at karate.
Good. Yeah, he's really good. Yeah, he's good.
So, I mean, that could have gone either way, that match. I mean, I'm talking about a choreographed match.
Yeah, I know, but still.
But
you're talking about a storyline.
Yeah, but, you know, when that match was happening...
Yeah, you were like, you didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like on the edge of your seat.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So...
But then, do you think Robbie, he had him down, and they were like, finish him, and he didn't because he didn't want to be a bully.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't want to go back. He didn't want to go into Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know, man. It's one of those
that bit. I love that bit when they're like, "What do I do?" And Daniel finally realized he's like, "Do some things that Johnny taught you as well, not just."
That's right. Because everything.
Yeah, you know. But I mean, it just
everything works, man.
It made him better as a character now. It's back to the old Daniel, back to Karate Kid Daniel. Like you love him back then. You know, you love Daniel back then.
There's not just one way.
No, of course.
There's different ways to something. You know.
And then it goes back to that scene, and Mr. Miyagi's telling him that.
Yeah.
He goes, "You create your own karate one day, not Miyagi karate."
That's right. And then he realized.
And now he's going to get Chosen because Chosen's going to teach.
I can't wait for Chosen, man.
It's going to be the best. You know what was the best about Chosen in season? You know when he went there and he was acting all staunch to him?
Yeah, he was.
And then he did the honk and he was all funny. He was like, "You should have seen your face." And he was all happy. He was like this nice guy.
Chosen was bad.
Yeah, but then he was just this nice guy out of nowhere. He was just putting on this act to scare him. And then he was like...
I mean, I nearly killed him.
I know.
I was trying to kill him in Karate Kid.
Yeah, definitely. But then like it just cracked me up because he thought he was still crazy. And then he just started laughing. And he was like, "You should have seen your face." It was all an act. Yeah. That cracked me up. I was like, that was good. That was good how they did that.
Not many shows can do that.
No.
Like bring back.
Not from like 30 years ago, no.
Can you think of something that can do that? I mean, you're talking about Star Wars,
And they failed, I think, with the movies. The series are things that are not based. They're based separately. You know, you never knew Mandalorian wasn't in the original movies. Like, so they failed. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think you're right, man. I don't.
We have a bit. What are we saying there on TikTok?
I thought Daniel was annoying. I loved Miyagi. Someone said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It's not many. There's not many series that can do that.
No.
Not like that.
No way. Like
But if they were gonna do it, watch Cobra Kai and see how it's done.
That's like saying now they
You know
go.
what I mean?
It's like saying now. I know he can't physically do it, but that's like saying they go get Michael J. Fox and bring out Back to the Future.
Nah.
Do you know what I mean? It would. It's how would it work?
Yeah. No. It depends what it is.
Yeah. It's just
like
it
karate. It just fits really well.
It fits. Yeah. It
Yeah.
fits. It's like. It's yeah. It just it's yeah. It does. It just
Yeah.
It
Well,
all,
it was it was #1 in Netflix for like a few weeks.
yeah. Yeah.
Like you just saw it up there. I mean, obviously it's gone down now, but yeah, I would watch it again.
Yeah. Cobra Kai's killer.
I'd watch it again. I reckon you get more out of it as well.
Yeah. Cobra Kai's killer. Amanda says, just watch the movie where they went to Japan and realized how awful he was. You're talking about Chosen in #2? How about, yeah, he was.
He was.
He wanted to die at the end. That's what he said. He goes, but then he says that in season 3 of Cobra Kai. He's like, and then he was saying, I respect Mr. Miyagi now. He goes, because I started learning from his uncle and his cousin or something. And, he goes, I learned different, I learned to be a better person and that. Yeah, he was crazy.
Amanda is a massive Karate Kid fan.
The first Karate Kid, yeah.
Like I like Karate Kid, but I'm not like.
The first one,
I don't drool over it. Like I like it.
I love the first one.
I like it. Yeah, I like it. But I'd rather watch Cobra Kai though. Cobra Kai gets to me, man.
Because it's a bit more modern. I know where you're coming from, but I mean, I've seen Karate Kid, the first one.
Do you reckon they'll bring in like?
I can't remember. I can't count how many times I've seen it.
Do you reckon they'll bring in Jackie Chan's kid and Jackie Chan and that Will Smith's kid?
Can you imagine that? It's just like.
But they're not in the same arc.
No, I don't think so. They're not in the same. Yeah, not in the same like universe. Let's say.
Nah, because they call it the Miyagi-verse.
Yeah, the Miyagi. Yeah, they do. Well, that's what they do.
But
with
that's not. They're not in
the
verse.
Miyagi.
And that wasn't even karate. That was like kung fu.
Yeah.
Wing Chun. So,
do you know what? That copped so much flack, that movie, but I didn't actually mind it.
The one with Jackie Chan.
Yeah, it was okay.
It was alright.
Like Jackie Chan, when he was in, I think he did killer. When he like bashed like the people that were trying to bully and that, like, because Jackie Chan's a champion.
Yeah.
Like it just copped flack because it was how good could the original was.
They didn't have to call it Karate Kid.
That's right.
They could have called it
whatever.
But
they just were trying to remake it.
Yeah,
because Will Smith is a producer on Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
He produced that because he loves Karate Kid.
Yeah.
And he was just trying to bring it back.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so.
Johnny G reckons Chrissy is Stingray. I am. I'm the Stingray. He got bashed bad, eh?
See, that's what's going to happen. I reckon he's going to.
See that?
He might turn on Terry because he was crying at the end.
Did you see the manipulation there?
Yeah, no, but I reckon he's going to do something.
But Terry's smart because he saw how Kreese was treating
and how bad
Stingray.
He wanted to be part of.
And then he bashed the shit out of him. That was one of the scenes that I was like didn't like.
It was weird, but
it was a bit like
Stingray.
Not uncomfortable, but like it was like
Stingray might come back to dog Terry. I think Terry's going to cop a lot in next season. Like I honestly think Chosen's going to deck him at one stage, just like real bad.
Yeah.
It's just going to be like, real bad. Like then he's going to be like, who the fuck's this guy? And then Stingray might come back. I love Stingray. He's hilarious.
Stingray's the best.
But you know when he's like when that guy was bullying him and he does the kick, he's like, party. He's not the best. Man.
You know, I reckon like Terry gets taken out, but he's got so much money, he would have opened like heaps.
Yeah, something. He's going to open all these dojos,
right?
But who are the senseis going to be?
I don't know, but I reckon at the end, like we're talking about the finale.
Yeah,
I reckon Johnny Lawrence takes over Cobra Kai again, but the right way.
Yeah, maybe. I reckon however many seasons away, Johnny will get Cobra Kai again, but it will be like Daniel will give him his blessing. Like, I want you to open it.
Yeah. That's
or
right.
they might do it like together. It'll be like...
Or amalgamation of the both.
They'll call it Miyagi's. Like he did at the end of he was like Miyagi Fang.
Miyagi.
But he said Miyagi Fang, he said to him at the end of
Yeah.
So it'll be something like that. Like he'll give him his blessing because his missus wants him to go back to his work. She doesn't want him to be training
At LaRusso dealership.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? But because she said to him, you're spending all your time here, you're not worrying about, our shit here.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, see, Amanda's saying it will be combined, Daniel and Johnny. I reckon that's true. That's what's eventually going to happen. I think they're coming together big time. They're going to end up, you know what's going to end up happening? 1985, these guys were the worst of enemies.
And
whenever it is, I don't know, 2025, whenever it ends, they're going to be like best mates.
Yeah.
It's going to finally come full circle, and they're going to be like...
100%.
You know what I mean? And Miguel's probably going to be with his daughter, whatever, I don't know. But it's all going to be...
That's going to be interesting, though, when he goes over there.
Johnny's going to Mexico.
I know he's going.
He's going. And I don't know who's Miguel's dad is, but he's like a mafia boss or something.
Doesn't even know that he's going to...
Yeah, but she said to him he's bad.
Yeah.
So a bad bloke in Mexico City.
So it's going to change the dynamic of the show, because it's always been in
in Reseda.
Yeah.
But a bad guy in Mexico City could mean anything.
Yeah.
He could be.
Yeah. So this whole thing could go anyway.
I don't think he's going to be there for the whole series, but he's going to get Miguel.
Yeah.
He wants Miguel back, he's.
Yeah, I want to see Miguel back in action. I was sad when he went down.
When he kicked off the stairs.
Yeah, that was
sad.
That was a sad, wasn't it?
That was like, I couldn't believe they did it to him.
What an ending to a show, eh?
Because like
it was a cliffhanger of a show.
Yeah, it was. Because when you think about it, let's say Johnny, Daniel, and Miguel are the main characters.
Yeah.
To me, they are the main characters.
Yeah.
And now Robbie and that have become... But Miguel's been a main character since day dot. You know, and when they broke his back, I was like, what? Like, you know what I mean? It was like... I
know, it was, yeah.
Daniel will be his best man at his wedding. I actually think that's a massive shout, Amanda. I think Johnny and
that lady,
Carmen, Miguel's mum.
So I can't remember the name. You just
I have a good memory though. But Johnny and Miguel's mum will get married.
Yeah, they'll get married.
And I agree. 100%. I reckon Daniel will be his best man. I think that's a killer shout. They're going to be best mates. That's what I reckon.
Yeah.
They're still going to bicker. But they're going to be best mates.
They'll be best mates.
Yeah, that's what I reckon.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I don't know who all the senseis are going to be of all these Cobra Kais. It's going to be interesting. Where's it going to pull? Is it going to be all these Vietnam people?
I don't know.
But they're going to be Kreese's friends, aren't they?
Isn't it cool how they actually go back to Vietnam and see what happens?
That's crazy.
Yeah, and why? There's so much backstory. They go back. It's really good.
You know what cracked me up? You know that scene when Johnny went there and he was fuming after the fight and he beat the shit out of Kreese, and then Robbie got involved. And it made Kreese get the upper hand, and then Daniel come and beat. They were decking Kreese. I think he was getting decked. He must be hating it now because two of the young dudes have both decked him now.
Yeah.
And he's meant to be the big bad.
The big bad.
But it's crazy. It's good. It's good.
So out of how many potatoes would you give it, man? Out of 10.
Cobra Kai's good.
I'm gonna go 9.5 potatoes.
It's up there. It's in the 9. I love it. It's a 9 club.
It's a
definite nightclub show. And like I said, listen, I put it into perspective majorly. If you're a Karate Kid fan, it's a 9 club show.
Yeah.
If you're someone that has never watched it, you're not going to like it as much.
No.
You might like it, but you're not going to like it as much as someone that lived Karate Kid back in the day. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
That's a fact.
And if you are going to watch it, guys, make sure you watch the Karate Kid movies first to understand.
Yeah, the backstory.
If you start watching it, you won't understand.
100%.
Why does Johnny Lawrence and LaRusso hate each other?
This bloke hate each other. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know what I was so upset about? You know when he got the new car?
Yeah.
From Daniel.
Oh,
and he painted it Cobra Kai, and then Kreese took over the dojo and he just chucked it away. I was like, man, he just got this killer car. He just chucked it away.
That was good. He just got a new car. I'll just give you one.
But you know, it's crack up. And then the old girlfriend came back and she was like, so what car do you drive? And he's like, a 93 Econovan. And she's like, yeah, nice try. And it rocked up and she's like, oh, you're being serious. 93 Econovan.
I like his original car. What was it?
The Trans Am.
Yeah, Trans Am. That was cool.
Yeah.
Classic.
Classic.
Nah, it's
Johnny's
great.
funny, man.
Johnny's funny, man. I love the guy.
Johnny,
you just want to be mates with him, eh?
He's like, listen, Miguel, put it on the internet and hash brown it. And I'm like,
you just want to be his mate.
Yeah, he's the best.
Yeah. Now, guys, look, if you get a chance, you got Netflix.
You got to watch it. If you're, like I said, who was it before? Fuckiness has seen Karate Kid and hasn't watched it, you're crazy.
Yeah,
You
if you like Karate Kid,
yeah, you got it.
And you haven't watched
You'll love it.
go watch it
It'll
right
be like
now.
one of your favorite shows.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's killer.
yeah, go watch it.
Yeah, you got to. You got
Got
to.
it.
So, I mean, we've been giving some predictions. Amanda's given some.
Any more predictions, guys?
John says, I'm glad Tori won. And then it will be combined. Daniel and Johnny Amanda said we read that one and the best man thing at his wedding. I'm not glad Tori won because it made Cobra Kai stay. Fuck Terry. Terry's evil, man.
I think she's got a backstory too, and I think
there will be a backstory.
I think, like look at the way she lives. She's got
there'll be a backstory.
Her family's like she runs her family. Yeah. So I feel bad for her too. Like you can see, and she heard
that he rigged it.
Yeah, that he rigged it.
See, that was huge too.
That was massive. So that's going to be interesting
because LaRusso got a point when she stepped out of and they called it out of bounds, but that was a point. So LaRusso really won, really.
Correct.
So
this is I don't know, man.
I mean, and as an athlete, whatever, if you saw that someone rigged something for you, you'd hate it. Like it would crush you.
Like everyone hates Tori, but I see good in her.
Yeah, but she's there to be hated.
She's there. Yeah, I understand
she's
that. But
a villain.
You can see that she's going to come back. Of
course.
Because I think what's going to happen is everyone's going to come around.
Yeah.
To full circle.
Amanda says, which Karate Kid movie is your favorite? I think that's easy for me. Number 1.
Yeah, number 1. I like number 2.
Number 2 is okay. Number 3 sucks.
Number 3 wasn't as good. It was okay.
It was okay. It's just standard.
Yeah.
It was like, it's just standard.
I liked when he was making him kick that board.
Yeah. The next best, after Karate Kid, the next best Ralph Macchio, that's who plays Daniel LaRusso. The next best Ralph Macchio movie, and it's probably actually his best movie, is My Cousin Vinny.
My Cousin Vinny.
One of his best. It's best. Yeah. It's actually probably better than Karate Kid.
Yeah, but he's known for Karate Kid.
Yeah, no, it's just he was known for it. But in My Cousin Vinny, it's just Joe Pesci stole the show. You know what I mean? Like, and Marissa Tomei won an Oscar in that movie. It was crazy. Yeah, it's good. But he was, he was good back then. Number 3 doesn't need to exist. Amanda says she is too proud to take it as her own claim. Yeah, probably. That's probably, yeah. She will give Sam the trophy. That's why she's saying she's too proud to take it, because she knows that's a prediction. Amanda's coming up with the predictions today. John says Russo's, I think LaRusso's daughter sucks, he's saying. Doesn't like her.
I like LaRusso's daughter.
Alex says unpopular opinion, but I really like number 3.
Some people like
That's all right, you can. And then Amanda says, you suck.
She liked number 3. I reckon we've watched it a few times.
It's like, you know what I'll compare it to? It's like the original Predator, right?
Yeah.
There was a Predator 2. Not many people have seen it, and Predator 2 was okay. Danny Glover was in it, and the Predator was in New York. But it wasn't as good as Predator. No. That's how I describe it, you know what I mean?
True.
Like, listen, it's not as bad as Bloodsport 2 or Kickboxer 2 or whatever it was. Kickboxer 2. Terrible, wasn't it? They killed Van Damme at the start. Like, what the hell's going on there?
Kickboxer was the best. With Tong Po.
And then you make number 2. It's terrible. Like, what's going on there? You know, Tom Poe was in Bloodsport as well.
Which one was he?
Chun-Li breaks his leg.
Oh, really?
And you know Tom Poe's brother. Have you ever seen Wrong Bet with Van Damme?
I've seen it, yeah.
Yeah, you know the guy who fights at the end, Attila?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, the guy at the end?
Yeah, the big guy.
That's Tom Poe's brother, and they're brothers.
Oh, right.
And you know the soldier that's chasing Van Damme around, the 2 soldiers? The more like, not the big Russian one. Yeah. The other one is Tom Poe. Because he was made to Van Damme, kept putting him in movies.
Oh, right. Kickboxer was wild.
Yeah, Kickboxer was wild. What was better, Kickboxer or Bloodsport?
I don't know.
What was better?
Bloodsport.
Bloodsport?
Yeah,
Bloodsport. You know, it's funny when you watch Bloodsport now. Like, you always love it, but it's so funny.
Yeah.
Hey, you're the American. Okay, I just laugh.
You Jackson? You look like a Jackson. You must be friend Dukes. Yeah, isn't it? Like, put up your Dukes, right?
It's Dukes. Like, put up your Dukes, right?
Who the heck's Mr. Ling?
He goes, hey, you're the American asshole who makes chicks with bricks, huh? Like, what does that even mean? But it's just so funny. You watch it back now, and it's like, you know what cracks me up? You know the last scene in Bloodsport? Anyone that's seen Bloodsport, can you tell me? So, Chun-Li chucks the stuff in his eyes, right?
Yeah.
Instead of just walking up to him and going, whack in Van Damme's face like that.
Yeah, why did he wait?
Not that he wait. He waits and then he lets Van Damme have this epiphany.
Yeah.
And then he punches like this. Why does he do this? Please, someone explain.
He didn't do that.
That's how he punches across and Van Damme catches his arm. Think back to the movie. I know the movie off by heart. He goes like this. And he punches like that. Who would punch like that? And Van Damme catches his arm.
I remember he catches his arm. I remember he catches the arm.
Yeah, because he goes like this.
Doesn't he go like that?
Nah, he goes like this.
Straight?
Nah, he does this swing. Why does he do that? Why doesn't he just walk up and grab him? And why does he what? You know what I mean? Like, so, I know, but like, you were this fearsome warrior, and then all of a sudden you do this goober punch. What the hell?
Chung Lee was wild.
Chung Lee was wild. He was wild.
I used to hate his brother.
Chung was wild. Amanda says, Chris always says I could write the show because I always predict what will happen. There you go. She has coming up with some predictions. We're gonna retrack back to these.
We will.
And then Amanda saying she loves those moves like what we're saying. What about Kung Pao? Enter the fist.
That was the best. Betty.
And then Amanda says, what about Universal Soldier? I didn't mind Universal. I actually thought Universal Soldier was good.
Is that with Dolph Lundgren?
Yeah. Dolph Lundgren, yeah.
I haven't seen that for ages, but...
You know what my favourite Dolph Lundgren movie is?
Rocky 3?
Yeah.
Rocky 4, sorry.
Yeah. Masters of the Universe, when he's He-Man.
Aren't they bringing back He-Man?
Apparently someone has been scripted to play him. I don't know who it's going to be.
Well, but... He-Man is a hero, so maybe he might come up in the hero debate.
Yeah, He-Man's good, but there's not enough backstory on him to be like top echelons. But I loved He-Man. Growing up...
They could have made him massive.
Oh, He-Man could have been so much better.
Yeah.
But he is good. I love He-Man.
Oh, yeah, but they didn't...
They didn't give him enough backstory.
Nah, there's not enough.
They've started giving him a backstory now on the new Netflix show, and it's just, like they took too long to do it. Yeah, Universal Soldier was alright, man. I didn't mind it. Except they made like 17 of them.
So we can both agree that Cobra Kai...
9 Club.
9 Club.
Yeah, it's like one of the best things we've ever reviewed. It's better than Pepineros.
Oh, guess what, man? Next week, McDonald's is bringing out 40 chicken nuggets.
40?
Yeah, and I'm thinking about doing
We've got to do a challenge.
40 chicken nugget challenge.
Live.
Live.
I won't be able to do it because I'm going to have no teeth.
No, I'll do it.
I'm having surgery on Tuesday.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
So I can be there, but I'm out of the challenge. I won't be able to chew anything. Amanda says I am He-Man. Yeah, He-Man's the best.
He-Man's wild.
Well,
we can both agree that we enjoyed Cobra Kai.
Okay. Well, that's what I said. Before we end off our topic of Cobra Kai, I know we gave some predictions, but what's the big prediction for season 5?
I reckon Miguel finds his father, and then they're like, but it gets pretty bad over there, and Johnny saves him, and then I reckon Kreese comes back,
maybe,
and sabotage and joins Miyagi-Do.
Imagine he goes to Mexico and like helps Johnny.
Oh, he could do that. Or he joins Miyagi-Do.
Would Daniel let him? Oh, that's crazy.
And then and I think Robbie will be like the top student.
Yeah.
Going into
Yeah.
I reckon Kreese rocks up at Miyagi-Do.
Something is happening with Kreese.
So
John says, if I hear Superman can beat Goku, I'm unsubscribing. Well, listen, they did it twice. I'm going to say, listen, I'm not saying he's better, but they did it twice. There's a massive YouTube channel with millions of subscribers called Death Battle. Have you ever seen it? It's called Death Battle. And they pit two major things against each other.
Yeah.
And they've done Goku versus Superman twice because it's so popular. And Superman's beaten him both times.
Oh, there you go.
And then Amanda says, you can't. You're a moderator.
You can't
unsubscribe to Johnny G. Yeah, my big prediction is, it's going to be a simple one, is that, like I said, Johnny and Daniel become closer friends and Robbie and Miguel become
closer
friends. Something happens. They connect.
And do you reckon Samantha and Tori become good friends?
Don't know. Too
much bad blood there.
I just don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen. That's interesting, that one, because she knows that Silver rigged the tournament. It's going to be...
I know.
It's interesting what's going to happen there. Yeah, I don't know. But it's going to be good.
And you did say that Chosen's
going to deck Silver. At some time, whatever's going to happen, like how Johnny and Kreese had that fight.
Yeah.
It's going to come, and Terry's going to think, like he does. Like he did to Johnny, I can bash whoever I want.
Yeah.
And he's going to try go Chosen, and Chosen's going to deck him. And that's when it's all going to be like, whoa, who's this guy? But that's what I think. That's me personally.
Superman has a weakness. Goku.
Superman has a weakness. What's his weakness, man?
Goku has a weakness. His name's Beerus. Do you know who Beerus is? Huh? Lord Beerus.
Yeah. But what do you mean it's his weakness?
Well, I can't beat him.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Have you seen the Dragon Ball Z, the new one?
They may gain respect, but they won't be friends, Amanda's saying. Oh, I think they're actually going to become friends, Miguel and Robbie. I actually think they're going to be...
Yeah. They definitely have respect for each other.
Yeah.
But as I said, there is a lot of bad blood there. But, man, it's just Sensei's son.
Yeah, I know.
It's inevitable for them to become friends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So...
They do that on Death Battle, John, about the weakness. And as long as there's a yellow sun, I tell you now, he can't be beaten. Superman. Because he gets his power from the sun. As long as there's a sun, and Goku does big Kamehamehas, and he's just going to give Superman power, I'm telling you.
Do you remember Sun Man?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's where he gets his power from. He gets his power from a yellow sun.
Who does?
Superman. That's why on Krypton, where they're born, there's a red sun. So they're all like humans. When they come here...
Is that it? I didn't know that.
So as long as there's power like that, he's...
Okay.
And because Goku, they talk about it on Death Battle, because he does these big bombs that are like suns, it will just give him power. It will just,
Well, now that we've done Cobra Kai...
Oh, Amanda says the girls. Yeah, they won't be friends.
No.
Tori and that, no.
You already started talking about Superman and that.
So next topic is the best superhero.
But guys, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe.
That's it. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell too, the big man has said.
Yeah, because a lot of people always ask me, where's your podcast? When is it? I never know when it is.
Yeah, whoa.
Hit the notification, guys, and it comes up on your phone.
That's it. Well, so the best superhero of all time. What's your take on it?
Best superhero of all time.
Best superhero.
I do like Goku.
I love Goku too. Goku's champion.
I'm gonna say Banana Man.
Banana Man.
When Eric eats a banana, an amazing transformation occurs.
That was the best.
Eric is Banana Man.
Eric is Banana. What about Tick? Tick was a champion. Do you remember the Tick?
I don't remember the Tick.
Oh, the Tick was the funniest TV show. He was an idiot. Like, he lived in like this normal apartment in New York, but he was like, Ticks are like invulnerable. This guy, and he had this sidekick Arthur that was dressed like a little moth.
Really?
But like no one could beat Tick. But he lived
Really?
in this like crap apartment,
Nah.
like, 1-bedroom apartment. It was the best. It was
Never
so stupid, but it was the best.
Well, there's many heroes out there, and it's depends on what you like.
Yeah, of course.
And what you think is the best. But if you go like longevity, like if you go for like history, Superman, Spiderman, they're all up there. Batman is up there.
See, in my opinion, and I say it right now, is Batman is the best superhero. I don't think anyone comes close to it.
Why is that?
Well, in my opinion, this is why Goku's good. The hero is only as good as his villain. Batman has the best villains.
He does.
The Joker, and has been voted the best villain of all time countless times because he is the best. So it makes the Batman story the best. And the fact that he's a human. And Goku, you look at Goku's villains are awesome. The thing about Superman is a real good hero. He's this beacon, it's like Captain America. They're these cool, but they got the crappiest villains. And you know what I mean? Like, Captain America, Iron Man, they were big. I collect comics. They were B-grade superheroes until these new movies come out. People didn't care about Captain America, Iron Man. They were there, popular. But Captain America was made because of a world war, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it was. It was.
Whereas Batman's villains are epic.
Yeah.
And that's why they keep making Batman movies, because Batman, he is the biggest draw card of a superhero. That's a fact. He is.
Is he?
Oh, hands down.
Yeah.
And personally, for me, next is Spiderman. Is one of the best superheroes ever created because it's got amazing villains. And I actually think Wolverine is one of the best.
Wolverine is really good.
Yeah.
Love Wolverine.
Yeah, I think he's one of the
But
best.
right now, the most... I was talking to the kids today.
Alex says, I love Spider-Man villains. See, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When the villains are good,
Yeah.
the hero is good.
But,
and that's just a fact.
Yeah. Right now, apparently, Spider-Man is the most popular superhero
Yeah, he
right
is.
now. Like,
Him and Batman will be the two most popular superheroes ever all the time. It'll be Batman, Spider-Man, Superman in no order.
I think Superman's lost a loss.
That's what it is because his villains suck and who beats him?
No one.
And his main biggest villain is Lex Luthor. They got to go get Darkseid, who's a villain that is literally a god, to be able to give him a villain because he's so it's lame. Whereas Batman is this bloke that puts a suit on and goes and becomes a vigilante.
And that could be someone in real life, really.
Exactly. And that's why, do you know who else I love? He's actually not considered a hero. He's considered an anti-hero. Is the Punisher.
Punisher's awesome.
Punisher's amazing because he's taken the thing. He's a normal bloke. Now, I love those ones that are normal guys.
Yeah.
Takes it into his own hands. I'm going to go kill these blokes. You know what I mean? You do the wrong thing, you're dead. Like, the cops don't want to give you justice. I'm giving you justice. You know what I mean? Like,
I do love my Goku, though.
Oh, Goku's a champ. Goku's definitely up there.
The anime, and he's definitely one of the best.
Yeah, Goku's up there. I agree.
Up there.
I agree. Goku's up there.
Goku and Vegeta and all them.
See, Vegeta was a villain, right? First season.
Yeah, but how good was it?
That's what made it good.
Yeah.
When the villain's good, and then you had Frieza, Cell. How good are these villains?
Yeah. Even Boo was alright.
But that's what I'm saying. All these villains are so good. Whereas then you look at, that's what I'm saying, Batman. You got Joker. Two-Face. Like Mr. Free. There's just Bane. Like there's just villains that the list goes on.
Bane was good.
Bane broke Batman in the comics. Yeah. I've got the set. It's called the Nightfall. It's 19 comics. It's actually worth a lot of money. I've got the full collection where Bane breaks his back. And then they made the movie about it and that. But it's so, and Spider-Man as well. His villains are amazing. So it makes him...
Yeah, no, Spider-Man's really good. I like...
Spider-Man's champion.
Like
Spider-Man was an underdog. That's why you love it.
Green Goblin was wild.
Champion.
Yeah.
Champion.
Yeah, and then Venom and all.
I love Venom. Venom is like Punisher. They're considered anti-heroes.
Yeah.
Because they kill.
Yeah, they do.
But I love them. I love Venom and Punisher.
Venom's awesome.
Venom's the best.
Yeah, Venom's wild.
Even
the new movie Venom's good.
I love the new Venom movies. Yeah.
There's a new one coming out.
I've seen it, the second one. Let There Be Carnage.
Is it good?
Yeah, Woody Harrelson plays Carnage.
Is it good?
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. I like them both. I
haven't seen the first.
He's the champion, bro.
Venom's great. Yeah, who was a villain for? There's Octopus Man.
There's Dr. Octopus. There's Craven. There's Green Goblin. There's Hobgoblin. There's Kingpin. There's so many villains that are just good.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's not like Superman, these lame villains.
Yeah. Who's he got? Lex Luthor and like...
He's got ones like Doomsday was a real good villain. But like I said, they've got to be these supernatural beings to be anything good.
Do you remember Nuclear Man?
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
He could match him.
But that's what I'm saying. They have to go get this supernatural being to be able to match him. Whereas, like I said, Batman's is... I'm pretty much fighting all these crime bosses that are lunatics. Joker goes and murders people for the lols.
Yeah,
Look, you know what I mean? Like, that's me, apparently. Jess is saying Unbreakable. Unbreakable is a comic movie. You know Bruce Willis?
That's why Amanda, further up, she goes, I like the one that Bruce Willis played.
Yes, and Jess is saying Unbreakable. That movie is probably...
Yeah, because they're like superheroes, aren't they?
And it's but people don't actually know it's a comic book movie. Split is the second one. Unbreakable and Split. This is unpopular opinion, maybe. To me, they're the two best superhero movies ever made.
Split is when they got the split personalities.
Yeah, but what he is based on...
Yeah, it's great.
And then at the end, Bruce Willis comes.
I haven't seen... I haven't seen the third one yet.
Yeah, the third one's okay. It puts the story together, but the first two are the best two superhero movies ever made.
Yeah, we really like them.
Look, they're better than Avengers. They are. They're better than all those things. You know what I mean?
I'm just laughing at what John.
Captain Pollution. He was killer.
Captain Planet was a great hero.
He hated Captain Pollution.
that was a great show.
John would have been fire. You know, just all reckless. Earth, wind, water, fire.
I probably would have been Earth.
Earth. The little guy with the long hair, and he was like Earth.
You would have been Mati.
Yeah, probably.
Heart.
Heart
did nothing.
He did nothing. See, Amanda's saying I agree. They're the best two superhero movies made. Because you look at all these movies, right? Like Avengers, all that. They're real good in theory. But I said it on here one show. I've said it on here. I collect comics. And I want nothing more than for them to do is stop making comic book movies. It's just too many of them.
Yeah.
And the thing is, they're ruining cinema because everything tries to compete with them now. These big, extravagant 3-hour things that just do your head in.
Yeah.
Like you said, you watch Cobra Kai, it's 20 minutes. You're way more into it than Avengers.
Yeah, I know. I was watching I watched Avengers the other day, Civil War. And I was just waiting for them to fight.
Yeah, no, exactly. Because there's no...
But it took forever to get
But that's
there.
what I mean. Then you watch... See, Jess is saying Split was so damn good. Then you watch Unbreakable and Split.
Split was great.
They are amazing movies. And that guy that directed them, he does The Sixth Sense. M. Night Shyamalan. And Sixth Sense is an amazing movie. He's a great director.
Yeah, Sixth Sense is a great movie.
Them two movies, the best comic book movies they've ever made. I don't care. And like I said, I collect comics. Like Dark Knight is the Christian Bale Batmans are really good. He did well.
Oh, he did really well.
But it's because, again, what Heath Ledger won an Oscar for Joker.
See, I like Michael Keaton.
Yeah, he was good Batman. And Jack Nicholson was a good Joker.
I reckon it was a great
But look at the actors. Jack Nicholson is an Oscar winner again. You got these good actors.
Yeah.
So it's good.
The worst Batman was probably George Clooney.
George Clooney or Val Kilmer.
George Clooney.
That's when the movies were going crap. That's why they made the Christian Bale ones to repair all that. George Clooney was bad.
He was bad. He even says it.
Yeah, he was.
He even says it. 'Cause George Clooney is a good actor.
Yeah, he was terrible.
He just killed it, man.
Jess says James McAvoy was a freaking champ, and then she says, laugh out loud, Hedwig. Yeah, when he's acting as that kid, is Hedwig, that little kid. Yeah. Oh, that guy is such. He plays Professor X in X-Men movies. That actor, James McAvoy, the young Professor X. And
that bloke. Yeah.
But he's such a good actor, man.
He's a great actor.
Like he's. Yeah. See, actually, I'll give them actually a bit of a call out. The first 2 X-Men movies were real good comic movies. X-Men 1 and then X-Men 2 when Wolverine came of age.
Yeah. That was good.
But they weren't in the Marvel universe then. Sony made them. And now Sony own the rights to X-Men, and they're gonna make them like Avenger movies, aren't they?
Yeah, but the Wolverines were good.
They were, because Hugh Jackman was killer, and that's why Wolverine is good too, because he has good villains.
Yeah.
And he's a bit of a Wolverine in a sense, is a bit of an anti-hero because if he wants to kill, he'll kill.
Oh yeah. Do you reckon the X-Men is better than the Avengers? I reckon. I
like the X-Men group better than Avengers. Yes.
Yeah.
I used to collect their comics, and I didn't go anywhere near Avengers.
Does their universe ever go together?
Because they're in the same...
Yeah, but you never see them in the...
Well, Wolverine was part of the Avengers at one stage in the comics. So was Spiderman.
Yeah, but not in the movies.
Not in the movies, but they're meant to come to... That's why I'm saying Disney bought the rights to X-Men now.
Yeah.
From Sony, so they're going to come together. So but who's going to play Wolverine now?
Does Disney own Marvel?
Disney owns Star Wars and Marvel.
They own everything.
The 2 biggest...
That's right, because on Disney Channel you can watch the Marvel movies.
But they're the 2 biggest
franchises,
movie franchises in history.
Yeah.
They own them both.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad they don't have DC.
Yeah.
Because DC, there's a particular way they do their movies.
They do.
And
some people like them, some people don't.
No, yeah, but true.
The new Batman that's coming out is going to be good, I think.
With Robert Pattinson?
Yeah, I reckon he's going to do well.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, I think he's going to do good.
All the new shit.
See, that's why I'm saying I agree. Like, all the new movies, me and Jess were meant to go watch one of the new Avengers. I can't remember what it was in Gold Class. And Jess was like, listen, I don't really want to go because it goes for like 3 hours. She's like, ask John. And me and John went. And we both come out, we're like, man, that movie's just, fuck, I got a headache. Yeah. For 3 hours. Like, the best part was the Gold Class pizza.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Like, I was trying to say that to someone one day. I said, like, they're just too full on. There's too much explosion. It's too much action.
It's like remember the first Transformers was really good?
Yeah, it was.
And then the second and third, it was just like all these explosions. Like, this sucks.
Yeah.
The first one was awesome, though.
Yeah. The first one was good.
The first one rocked.
But yeah, just too much explosions and...
You know what's a really good comic book movie, actually? DC. Shazam.
Shazam's great.
But it's because it's funny.
It's
like
great.
comical and like and that's what they got to be like. It's like, that was real good.
Shazam's
a real good movie, actually. That's one of the best.
Yeah, I love Shazam.
It's one of the best. See, but Shazam is like a bit like Venom. You laugh at it. You know what I mean? Like it's good.
Yeah, no, Shazam was funny. I like watching that one.
Yeah.
What else is there? I used to like, as I said, Banana Man.
Banana Man's hilarious.
Apple Man.
Listen, John's in the chat. I don't know if John's listening right now. Can you tell Chris how good the Tick was? Tick was the best. I think the new Spider-Man movies are cool, Alex says. Yeah, the new ones are good. I think Tom Holland is a real good Spider-Man. But I actually, you know what I like? I actually liked the guy before him, Andrew Garfield. I thought was a real good Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It's just they made the movies shit. But he suited Peter Parker
He did
really well.
But I reckon better than
Yeah,
than
I
you
agree.
guys.
I think he's actually a better Peter Parker and Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But the movies suck.
Sucked, yeah.
Whereas now Tom Holland is good, but the movies are good.
Yeah, the movies
So
are
they've
good,
made
yeah.
it. Whereas Andrew Garfield got the hard end of the stick with. But
Yeah.
I agree. I think he suited Peter Parker better.
I actually want to watch the new Spider-Man.
Yeah,
have you
I haven't
seen it?
seen the last. See, John is saying spoon. That was Tick's war cry. When he would go into battle against villains, he would just yell spoon. Tick was the best, man. Listen, Tick.
Where'd you...
Oi, Tick was this old. It was an old comic,
All right.
and then they made a TV series. And you know David Putty?
Yeah.
He played the Tick with this.
Oh, really?
It was the best.
You know another good superhero was? Monkey Magic.
Monkey Magic was the best, bro. You know the professor.
Yeah.
Obsessed with Monkey Magic because it was his genre. Chris was born in the 70s.
Monkey Magic.
How good?
Is that like, would you say he's Goku?
I reckon Dragon Ball Z is a bit based on Monkey Magic. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you remember he
He's got
gets
the tail,
the
he's
flying
got-
nimbus.
Yep. I think Dragon Ball Z is loosely based on Monkey Magic. Yeah.
It has to be.
He doesn't have the full powers,
No.
but he's very loosely. He's like Goku season 1.
Yeah.
Yeah, of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. I agree.
Yeah.
He's got the tail. He's
And the flying nimbus was at the cloud.
best, yeah. Monkey Magic
And,
rocked.
and it was funny. It had Pigsy. Pigsy
Do
was
you remember when they brought that movie out, Jackie Chan and Jet Li together? And Jet Li played like a
think so.
Monkey Magic.
Yeah,
in it.
yeah. I remember.
And
yeah.
he did it so good.
Yeah.
He did it so good.
Yeah. Monkey Magic was great.
Monkey Magic was
I
killer.
could still watch it now and
Oh,
enjoy
Monkey
it.
Magic. I'll just laugh. Like, oh, dude. Do
The
you know who
duck-
Chris loved as well? Because that's his era.
What?
Astro Boy.
Astro Boy was good.
Astro Boy was pretty
Yeah, that was a cartoon though.
Yeah, it was cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was like real life.
Yeah, Monkey Magic. I don't know how they. It was
What-
like, you know what Monkey Magic was? It was like they were making Godzilla and Monkey Magic like in Japan and that. It was like the worst graphics or whatever you want to call it. It wasn't even graphics, but it worked.
Do you reckon Tippy Tucker was a boy or girl? 'Cause he-
That question gets asked so much, doesn't it?
Tippy Tucker.
I'll have to Google it again
Uh,
and just have a look and just see.
I reckon he was played by a girl.
Yeah, but it's meant to be a boy.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
even the dub voice was a girl.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think
But
you're
it was a
right.
boy. Like
Yeah. It's weird, wasn't it? But it was so funny.
It was.
I mean, this show was made, like I said, in the 70s, probably. Like, you know, it was Avatar: The Last Airbender. Alex says,
What's
"What's that?
that?
Is that a movie?
Avatar the
Is
movie.
that like the new? Is that the sequel to Avatar? Isn't there
Avatar-
meant to be like another 17 Avatars or something?
Yeah, but it's not really a hero, is it? I wouldn't say it's a hero movie.
Nah. And he sucks. I hate that actor.
What, Sam Worthington?
Yeah. The only reason that movie's good is because the movie's good. He's got nothing about him.
I
He's
like
got
the
no
movie.
charisma.
The villain was good.
Yeah, the villain. But again,
That guy.
what do I say? The villain. If the villain's good,
He
your
can have a
movie's
shit
good.
actor.
It's
Yeah.
true. If the villain's good, the movie's good.
Yeah.
Because that's what a story's all about. Like now, Kreese and Silver are good villains.
They are. They are.
So
They
there you
are.
go. Like I said, they portray Kreese like the serial killer, so to speak.
Yeah.
But you know, that's why it's such a good. You know,
Mm.
once the villain's good, it's good.
Avatar.
Avatar.
What else? Any other
I'm trying to think of
heroes
superheroes.
that you can come up with?
Like all the rest, I don't think any of them compare to the ones we've said. But that's me personally. But obviously, you know, there's people have their favorites. Like, there's some people that like George loves Spawn. He used to collect Spawn comics.
Spawn is awesome.
It's just because they're all from another comic, not DC, not Marvel. It was a comic company called Dark Horse.
Spawn is
Yeah,
wild.
and we used to like Spawn, and there's another one called The Darkness.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Spawn, the movie?
Loved it, bro.
I love the movie
Now
Spawn.
it's so shit, but I loved it.
It's so shit
It's
now.
but we loved Spawn, so
Love Spawn.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm surprised that they didn't
they will.
reprive it.
I think they will.
Because it's
eventually.
great.
Oh,
It's a
Spawn
great
rocks,
the way.
man.
And remember that the clown.
Yeah, Michael. What's his name? The Italian,
was
like,
the best.
the Italian dude. Lengozimo.
He played the clown.
Yeah, and he was just put
Massive,
on all
yeah.
this fat weight on him.
Yeah, yeah.
The clown was his first ever villain in the comics, and it took him like 50 issues to beat him, and then when he eventually beat him, he was like way more powerful than him, and he.
I just love the suit. What it can do.
Spawn's champion.
I
Bro.
reckon that came out when we were in high school.
Yeah, the movie would have, but the comic came out. He was created in 91 or something, 92, I think, and he was cool. Dark Horse was a different type of comic. It was They were like
Is it like Ghost Rider?
Ghost Rider's Marvel.
Oh, that's Marvel, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, but it doesn't tie into the.
It does. They're in the same universe. Yeah.
Okay.
But he's Marvel. It's just there was Dark Horse. The big characters in Dark Horse were Spawn, Darkness, Witchblade. They were like but they were the big characters at the time.
Yeah.
And their comics were really good drawn, like really like perfection to them.
I'd love a new Spawn movie coming out.
Be killer. Who would play Spawn? That guy's too old now, isn't he? Al Simmons.
Yeah.
That guy, he's a good martial artist though, that dude.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
I don't know who would play him. Don't know, but if they did it right, it'd be awesome.
So have you seen the Netflix show The Punisher?
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I've watched some of it, not all of it.
That guy, they should make a movie with that guy as Punisher. He's the best.
Yeah.
But even the Don loved The Punisher. He watched this, like, this is the best. Loved it. He didn't even know it was a comic book. Just watched it and loved it. The series was amazing.
Even the movie's good.
Yeah, they are.
Do you remember the movie?
With Thomas, the original, or the one with Tom Jane, with Kevin Nash?
Kevin Nash.
Yeah.
I've seen that one with Kevin Nash.
Yeah, see, there's an original Dolph Lundgren plays the Punisher in the 80s.
Oh, see, I haven't seen that one.
That's good too. Do you know, can I tell you a story about that scene with Kevin Nash? Do you remember in the scene?
When he got like smashed?
Yeah, but do you know when the Punisher, Tom Jane is the actor, stabs Kevin Nash in the chest?
Yeah.
Do you know that's real?
No.
It was meant to be, they were meant to swap out prop to a rubber knife, and they were just doing it. And he stabs Kevin Nash. You're a wrestling fan. That's how much of a tank Nash is.
He took that.
And in the movie, he just goes, they left it in. He stabs him, and that's real. That's how, that can tell you how much of a tank Nash is in real life.
That was a good movie, man.
Yeah. He played the big Russian dude. Do you know who else he played in we forgot about them, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, great heroes. Oh, man. It's one of the best ever.
They're one of the best.
Has to be one of the best.
They're up there. They're top five.
Top five for sure.
They come as one.
They do. Ninja Turtles.
So, you know, in the second, in the second Ninja Turtles movie, you know, Super Shredder is Kevin Nash.
Yes.
The actor,
yeah.
He was playing all those roles because he's
Shredder.
massive. But yeah, he actually got stabbed.
Yeah.
And just takes it. Oh, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, bro. I loved them.
First movie was
but I loved them from the comics when the TV show.
Of course. Everyone did, man.
Turtles.
Yeah, it was the best. Bebop and Rocksteady.
Oh, Bebop and Rocksteady, man.
They were great heroes.
Yeah. Oh, Daredevil was cool. Alex says Daredevil is a real good character too. I agree, and it's because Daredevil has some of the Spider-Man villains, Kingpin, stuff like that. He's real good. Yeah, I agree. And then Zakal says, "Hi, KP and Chris. How are you? Sorry for being late on the live chat. It's all right, man. You're here. That's what matters."
Hey,
Jeff
Zakal.
says, "Hi, Zakal." And John G says, "Westbrook looked like a Ninja Turtle." Who was what? Oh, you're talking about the basketball player, Russell Westbrook. Looks like a Ninja Turtle.
I don't know who that is.
He plays for Lakers.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, now he does. Russell Westbrook. What? He looks a bit like a Raphael.
Who was your favorite turtle?
I loved the two funny ones, Donatello and Michelangelo.
I was more a Leonardo fan.
Yeah, George loved Raphael because he was angry like
him.
I just love the two little brothers, which is Michelangelo and Donatello, because they're funny.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're always like causing trouble.
I like the two swords.
Yeah, I like Leonardo too. I like all of them.
Yeah.
You know, in the first movie, like when they have that fight and he leaves, and then Raphael like gets bashed, and it's like this sad. You're like, oh man, Raphael. Splinter was the best.
Splinter was wild.
Splinter is like Mr. Miyagi.
He is. He is. Ninja Turtles was a big part of my childhood.
Ah, the best. You know, when he's giving that speech to Shredder, and then Shredder tries to kill him, he just drops him.
Death comes to us all, Orokusaki. But nothing else will come to you when you die.
And he just drops him.
And Casey Jones like, whoops.
Yeah, whoops. Puts the
Casey Jones is good.
Casey Jones champion.
Yeah,
he's champion. Casey Jones is good in the first movie. First movie's killer.
I wonder why they never brought Crane back into the movies.
Crane was hard to do.
Crane was a good
villain.
He was
champion. I loved him.
Crane was the best.
Loved him, bro. Loved him.
The little blob thing.
Yeah,
and he could be in that big
in that thing.
Yeah, that thing in the stomach. Yeah.
big like Goro looking dude.
Oh, I watched Mortal Kombat the other day.
The new one?
Yeah.
Is it bad?
It's not bad, but it's not great.
It's really bad.
It's not really bad. It's not great.
They made a new character just out of nowhere.
Look, they could have made it better, man.
Yeah.
It's just
the old one was good.
The old one was killer.
Remember when Shao Kahn comes at the end of the old one. He's like, "You weak, pathetic fools! I've come for your souls."
And then
and
Brendan's like, I don't think so.
yeah,
Crispin Lambert.
He plays
Highlander.
a hero that I love.
Highlander.
Apparently they're redoing that.
Yeah, that was a good one.
They're
Man.
redoing
Highlander was great.
Apparently they want Ryan Reynolds to play Highlander. See, Ryan Reynolds does a good Deadpool.
Deadpool, yeah.
But you know what? Deadpool started as a Wolverine villain.
Exactly.
But do you reckon he'd be a good Highlander?
Nah, I can't picture it.
He's a good actor.
Nah, I don't know. Not for Highlander. Maybe like, I don't know. I'm just picturing.
He's a good actor. Like he does good serious roles, like Amityville Horror. He was serious in that. He does that well.
I'm just picturing Christopher Lambert.
I know, yeah, because he was so good.
Yeah, he was so good. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, dude, that guy. And again, I always bring it back to Highlander is so good. Why? Because the Kurgan, or whatever his name is one of the best villains ever.
Yeah.
That guy, one of the best villains. Some of the shit he says to the Highlander.
I haven't watched it for so long.
You know, he goes to him. He's in the church and he goes, I sliced Ramirez's throat. And I raped his woman before his blood was even cold. And then he realizes it was his because it was Christopher Lambert's wife. And he goes, it was your woman. And he just wants to kill him, but they're not allowed to fight in the church.
Nah.
It's like, you're like, just kill him, man. Get him. You're killing him. Like, he did it to your wife. Kill him. But, like, it's just,
I haven't watched it for a long time, man.
It's
there was a show, I remember there was a
There was a TV, it wasn't as good, but listen, it's not as good watching it now because of the effects and that.
Yeah.
But the story is still amazing.
The story's awesome, yeah.
Like it's so good. Highlander, man. Who would play Highlander then?
I don't know.
He was a good actor, Christopher.
Yeah, now that I've watched The Witcher.
He could do it.
He could do it.
Henry Cavill could do that. You're right. Yeah. He's got that look when he's the Witcher, doesn't he?
Yeah. Because I've seen him in The Witcher now. You could see him in Highlander.
You couldn't see it before.
Nah. But then again, like I've never seen Ryan Reynolds, so it's hard to say.
You know what? That's a good shout.
Yeah.
That's a real good shout.
Yeah.
See, he's number one to become James Bond at the moment.
Yeah, that's right. James Bond's another.
Do you know he got rejected as James Bond before Daniel Craig? He auditioned for it and they picked Daniel Craig. And I reckon Henry Cavill would have been heaps better. He's a way better actor. He's shown it.
You don't like that.
No, but hasn't he shown it in Witcher that he's actually better? He's way better. He is.
Yeah, I've only seen the first episode of Witcher.
I've
only seen the first.
But besides Bond, right? What's Daniel Craig done?
Nothing.
My mate at soccer always says it to me. He goes, the thing about it was, he goes, he's not that good of an actor. He says it as well. He goes, and the actual new Bond movies suck a bit too. He goes, so it makes it even worse. He goes, whereas Henry Cavill's, we were talking about, like, Henry Cavill's way better actor than him.
Yeah.
He's done heaps of stuff.
But you know what? Now that I reckon maybe that he comes a bit later, that he's done more things.
Yeah, he'd probably be better.
He'd
probably be a champion. Yeah. Well, it's him or Tom Hardy the same.
I reckon
Venom. They'll both be good because they're both
Tom Hardy's good.
They're both excellent actors.
Nah, I reckon it's
he's British, so he's got a British accent anyway.
Better.
He puts on the American accent for Witcher. He's
Yeah.
British anyway, but him and Tom Hardy either one will be good because they're both good. Like look at Tom Hardy when he did Bane, he was amazing. Like he's a good actor, but he just did it. He put on weight. He knows he's like that, like Christian Bale. I'll go change myself for a role.
Yeah.
Like he's good. Are you going to watch the new Uncharted movie coming out on February 17th? That's with Tom Holland is playing in that. It's a video game movie.
Did you ever play Uncharted?
The first one, I think, yeah.
It's not bad. It's like a Tomb Raider kind of thing.
Yeah, I think so.
It's not bad.
And then Zakal says, hi, Jess, how are you? And Yanni says Tom Hardy is what? Yeah, Tom Hardy and Henry Cavill are both very good actors. I like both of them. Both really good actors.
Yeah.
So does anyone else want to touch in on this topic?
Who's your favourite?
Who's the best superhero of all time? John, you've already commented. You don't have to comment again.
I reckon Goku's up.
Oh, he's up there. Yeah. We've said too many. We're like Goku, Batman, Ninja Turtles.
You know what? I reckon they're going to go with you, man. Batman.
Yeah, Batman's the best. For me, personally.
Yeah, Batman.
Look at it. It's just
not
longevity.
Not saying that, who would win in the fight.
No, he wouldn't because he's a human.
Would saying, like, who the best...
Yeah. That's why everyone actually loves him because he's a human.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
Yeah. And everyone always hangs out for the Batman movies. And you know how happy I was seeing Batman bash Superman? That was great.
Oh, the best.
That was the best part of the whole movie.
Yeah, of course it
when they were just slugging it out.
Do you know in the comics, they have obviously, like, how you said there's a Miyagi verse and that. Obviously there's a comic verse. And they say in the comics that Batman is prepared for everything, right? And Batman always has a plan to beat everyone. There's a comic arc where he takes out the whole Justice League because they're getting too powerful.
Oh,
so
really?
He takes out Superman one because he's always got a plan. That's him. He's always got a plan. And he says that they go to him, they want to kick him out in the comics. They're like, well, why do you have a plan to stop us? And he's like, well, if you don't have a plan to stop me, he goes, you're crazy. He goes, because what if I lose it?
That's true.
What if Superman loses it? We've got to beat him. You know what I mean?
Oh, no.
Where are the moderators? Are you on this? You can do it on the screen? Yeah. Yeah, Yanni saying Batman, thumbs up. Jazzman.
Yeah.
Listen, you'll get a lot of votes for Batman.
Yeah.
And I know that for a fact. But like I said, there's many.
How about Aquaman?
Aquaman's good.
Yeah.
But again, Aquaman was a bit like, I said Captain America, that he was a bit of a lower grade superhero until recently.
Yeah.
They just knew he was cool, so they made a movie about him, and Jason Momoa played him real well. But he's good. He's good. I like that. I like the whole concept.
There's not enough story though.
No, exactly, because
there is comics.
Yeah, comics, but
there's not much.
Yeah,
like
I like him.
How about Iron Man?
See, like I said, he's a B grade. Only good until now. He always had bad villains. Johnny's agreeing with me. Batman has the best villains, and that's what it is.
Yeah,
and that's
Batman
what I said.
does.
Yeah, and that's why he's the best, because his villains are the best.
Yeah. 100%.
Like, you read Batman comics and you watch a Batman movie to watch the Joker, really.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Heath Ledger. Oh. And then look, the other Joaquin Phoenix, they bring out a Joker movie, and he wins an Oscar too.
Yeah.
So 2 blokes that have played the Joker have won Oscars.
Mm.
What does that tell you? It's a good story.
It's a good story.
Exactly.
Man. Okay.
Well,
I'm happy with Batman. Iron Man.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a Marvel Batman, but
I'm not a big fan of Tony Stark.
No, neither am I. Actually, that's what I said. Iron Man was not he was a B grade villain until the new movies come out. Because no one, he was, it's like.
They made him like number 1, man, in the Marvel.
Yeah, we agree, Zach Al. I think Spider-Man, if you're going Marvel DC heroes, Spider-Man is number 2. I think it's Batman, Spider-Man, Wolverine. If you're going Marvel DC...
Even though Tobey Maguire pissed me off in that.
Yeah, he pissed me off. I agree. But if you're going Marvel and DC, Mount Rushmore is probably... How many on Mount Rushmore? 4?
4.
Marvel DC is Batman, Spider-Man,
has to be Superman,
Wolverine, and Superman. That's the Mount Rushmore of Marvel and DC.
Yeah, but Superman...
It's just because of his longevity.
Yeah.
And his...
That's it.
Yeah.
But he's lost a lot of
Of course
traction.
he has. Yeah, big time. Yeah. Because it's just... His stories are bland now.
They're just bland.
It's like...
Well, what can you do with...
Well, who gets him? Oh, let's get a nuclear bomb and I still can't beat him. Like, it's just...
No, it was cool when he died.
Yeah.
And he came back. That was
See, I've got that comic arc too. And it was crazy. That comic arc was amazing.
Yeah, that was cool.
I love Spider-Man, Alex says. Yeah, he's definitely... Like I said, Marvel DC, he's on the Mount Rushmore. Spider-Man is probably Stan Lee's best ever creation. Yeah.
Do you like... What's that other... Guardians of the Galaxy?
I think they're one of the best comic movies. And they're off the cuff. They were not popular superheroes, but
no.
It's funny. Like Batista.
It's funny as.
Oh my God, as Drax.
Yeah.
That is.
It's a good movie.
Some of the shit he does. Like he's there that bit when he's eating chips. He's like, I have perfected the art of staying so perfectly still that no one can see me. And he's going like this. And they're like, you're eating chips. We can still see you. And he goes, and then he just goes, fuck. And he walks off. He's the best, man.
Batista's wild.
But he does him so good.
Yeah,
he
does
him so good. That's what's good about it.
What
about the Phantom? Oh, I remember the
Phantom.
Billy Zane.
Billy Zane. Put a cork in it, Zane.
Oh, man.
Doing that from?
Yeah. Billy Zane, Billy Zane cracks me up in Back to the Future.
Yeah, he's
like one of the bully. Yeah,
he's the bully. He's been around for a while, Billy Zane.
He's been around like Titanic.
The Phantom was alright.
Yeah, listen, it was just an old comic that I don't even know what universe Phantom's from. But
Phantom,
it was obviously popular.
I remember Phantom comics.
Yeah, they were massive.
Yeah, I remember.
But it was obviously popular. Phantom was a popular...
It was very popular. But
still around. So it's definitely popular.
Did they make a new one after Billy Zane?
Don't know. It's got a huge following. Phantom has its own following.
It does. What is that?
I don't know who makes it.
No.
It's off. It's not Marvel. It's not DC.
Phantom.
Don't know what it is.
Far out. Lord, I'm bringing that one up. I forgot about Phantom.
I completely forgot about Phantom. Phantom is like the wannabe Batman.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, big time. Big time. But he's
Did he wear like a purple suit?
got purple, yeah.
Yeah.
Black, like it's
Yeah.
so weird. Phantom. It's killer. Don't know where they pulled Billy Zane from.
Billy Zane. Put a cork in it, Zine.
What's that from?
It's from a Zoolander.
Oh, Zoolander. Yeah. That's yellow.
Zoolander.
That's the best. Oh, well, we've had a few little... I like how the Jazzman put Phantom in there. We've had a few good people talking. Spider-Man. There's a lot of...
Oh, and by the way, the Jazzman could be making a return.
He is going to make a return very soon.
Very soon. So
Very soon.
Guys, keep your eyes out.
I know he wanted next week, but it may not be next week, Johnny, because I'm having surgery. So there may not be a show next week. We don't know.
We don't know. We'll keep you posted. But I am meeting up with him soon. So
yeah, definitely.
We'll talk.
Phantom is DC, Amanda said. Is that true? Did they buy it out, though?
Phantom is DC?
But was it originally DC, or did they just buy it out? Because they used to make these big comics. DC didn't make comics like that.
You know what? I'm looking it up. I've got the computer out.
Yeah, who published Phantom?
All right, let's have a look here.
Because those comics were massive. DC wasn't. Unless they bought him. They may have bought it out. Who first published him?
Harvey Comics.
Yeah, not DC. They might own it now, but I know it's because first 2 years, Amanda's saying, could have been. And then maybe it moved to Harvey Comics. What year he started? He was old. Phantom's old.
It says Phantom. Phantom is an American adventure comic strip first published by Lee Falk in 1936.
See, he's almost as old as Batman.
Fictional character, crime fighter who operates from the fictional African country of Bengala.
Yeah, he does. He's like...
The character has been adapted for television, film, and video games.
Zakal says Heath Ledger was the best Joker all time in the Batman movies. Heath Ledger was amazing as the Joker.
He was.
Totally agree, Zakal.
Jack Nicholson gives him a run.
All three of them. The only bad one is Jared Leto. He was in the Suicide Squad and he sucked.
I didn't watch
that.
that.
He sucked. Just don't watch it because of him.
Really? Was that bad?
He sucked balls.
Is it the one where he's got the teeth?
Yeah, he's just terrible.
Was he?
Yeah, he's terrible. But Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger, and Joaquin Phoenix, all amazing.
How good was that? The
all
Joker?
Amazing. All amazing.
That was a great. Doesn't really say. It just says.
You said Harvey Comics, but Amanda said
Lee Falk.
Excuse me. First 2 years he might have been DC. I don't know. What does it say? Who first? Can tell we did our research.
Well, we didn't even think about the Phantom until Jasmine said it. So DC Comics published a Phantom comic from 1988 to 1990.
Yeah, but he was invented in the 30s, though.
Yeah. So they didn't invent it, but they did a few.
They did it.
DC did a few comics.
They must have bought the rights to it.
Oh, here we go. In 1987, Marvel Comics published a 4-issue miniseries written by Stan Lee and based on the Defenders of the Earth TV series. Another 3-issue Marvel miniseries, The Phantom, The Ghost Who Walks, followed, which was written and drawn by David Lee Varies.
See, it's saying in 1936 it was in a newspaper strip first. It wasn't a comic.
Yeah.
Like how we used to get it in a newspaper. Remember it used to be in the newspaper? And
Yeah.
He would have 3 captions and then you'd have to wait till the next day to see if he shot someone.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that.
But yeah, they might have got the rights to it eventually, DC at one, and Marvel obviously at one stage. But he was definitely a wannabe Batman.
Yeah.
Oh, DC published from that's what man said, from 88 to 90. Yeah, but he was invented in the 30s. And see, Batman and Superman invented in the 20s.
Yeah. But no, it wasn't invented by DC though.
No, but it was definitely at one stage published by them.
Yeah, of course.
So
no, the Phantom. Yeah, I remember. That's probably one of the most comics. Like, if I think of a comic, I think of Phantom.
Yeah, Phantom.
Because it was always around. It
was in the newspaper. Remember, it was in the newspaper.
Yeah, always. So, and then when they bought the movie, I was like, "Oh, this is awesome." Billy Zane.
Billy Zane.
Actually, he suited the role.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, actually looked like the comic.
Yeah. And then Amanda says, far out, the Phantom got around. He did. All right, well, we've touched on all that, haven't we? So
what's that other funny superhero movie with Ben Stiller?
Superhero movie with Ben Stiller.
Do you remember that superhero movie with Ben Stiller?
I don't know.
And they were like funny, like
Who do you reckon was better, Ben Stiller or his dad?
his dad.
Yeah, his dad's way better. Do you want Frank Costanza, man? Superhero movie with Ben Stiller.
Yeah, Mystery Man.
I've only seen it. I don't even remember it, eh? I've watched
really?
it, but yeah, I don't remember it that much.
It was great.
Yeah.
Mystery Man was good.
Yeah.
It only lasted for one.
Yeah.
But they all had like superpowers and stuff. It was funny ads.
Ben Stiller's good.
And still is the best.
He's funny, man.
Yeah.
He's funny.
He looks like my mate Ilya.
Little bit. Yeah.
Especially from Meet the Parents.
Yeah,
That's Ilya, man.
a little bit. A little bit.
Or what's the something about Mary?
Little bit.
Ilya.
He's got that about him.
Got around.
Yeah, he did. All right,
Santa
well,
did get around.
all right. So we've had a good debate on the best superhero. So
But it was a good debate. Let's, if there's any other ones you remember, like let us know in the comments, and we'll talk about it. But
that's it. It was I liked it. It was a good little chat. Like we had a few comments on it. It's good. It's good. So what's next, man? Are we having a quick little intermission, or are we going straight into it?
it's up to you, man.
Let's just go into it.
Let's go into it. Okay.
All right. So is this? It's not really a Rogan Files, is it?
Nah, it's more.
It's just a topic.
Yeah.
It's just a topic. So
So we're looking at serial killers, guys. Serial killers.
serial killers.
It's a bit scary, to tell the truth.
It's serial killers. It's a very intriguing topic, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's what it is. It's like it's just intriguing. That's the only thing that. The first thing I'll say about serial killers is, in your mind, in your head, what motivates these people? Are they just sickos, or is there something there? Is it they start killing and there's the thrill of getting caught? Like, is it something like that, or are they just sickos?
Sometimes a situation might happen, like how we watched You,
Yeah.
and he gets in a situation.
But see, I don't think there's actual many real serial killers like that. That there was a reason.
Well, apparently there is.
See, the
Apparently
only one,
there was a guy.
the only one. Sorry, before you go, that I'll give her was the most famous female serial killer, Aileen Wuornos. Charlize Theron played her in a movie, Monster.
Oh, really?
That's Aileen Wuornos.
Oh, okay.
She got pushed. She was a prostitute. She was getting raped and stuff like that, and then
Yeah.
she started killing.
killing
And
people.
she got pushed into it.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
people, when you see what actually happened to her, you don't blame her. You're like almost on her side.
Yeah.
You know, obviously killing is not right,
No.
but like when you see her story, you're like, well, who blames her? Like, you know what I mean? But
Apparently there was a stalker guy. I don't know his name though.
no, well, like you look at Ted Bundy, right?
Ted Bundy.
So you got Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
He's this guy that played this character. He wore a suit, acted like I was a lawyer, a smart guy, so no one would ever think it's him. And then meanwhile, he's killing all these women. And it's come to light now, like in some of the new documentaries, some of the things that they didn't know he did that he actually did were just because some of the victims never spoke up. They're only speaking up now. Like there was this one that lived, and she's pretty much like deformed for life because of what he did to her, and she survived it.
Far out.
Like he's just a sicko. Like, but
Yeah.
what motivates them? You know what I mean?
Some have motives. Yeah.
John says some say it's a bad spirit inside these people, and then Alex says some have motives.
Some do. You just don't know. Like every situation, every person would be different.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? To why they do it.
Yeah.
Some are
Richard
sickos, man.
Ramirez is what you're thinking.
Richard Ramirez. Yeah.
You know what it is? With a lot of them you see, so Ted Bundy, there's Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Gary Ridgway. You know, does anyone know Gary Ridgway? Gary Ridgway is the Green River Killer.
Oh, is he?
He's actually the most notorious in American folklore,
yeah.
the most notorious serial killer in American history.
Yeah.
He was just going strangling prostitutes and dumping them in this river, the Green River. And all three of them, Dahmer, Bundy, Ridgway, they all had something weird happen to them in their upbringing, either by their mum. They had some sort of parent issue.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
you know
always
what I mean?
something. Yeah. Like it's always
Something triggers it, like
Yeah.
that, as a kid. And all of them had that.
like what? Yeah. So mostly when you see these people, they've had a bad upbringing.
Yeah.
It's
But is
very
that an
rare.
excuse to go just murder
No,
people?
that's not an excuse, but like it's very common with these things. Like you don't get someone that's like had a great life.
No.
Like what's the reason to kill unless something happened?
Unless they're a sicko.
Yeah.
There's probably sickos that are like that because
Yeah,
there's
maybe.
just sick people out there. But yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
But
but
they had a bad upbringing,
but
etc.
yeah, Richard Ramirez was the guy from You. The what? The what? The mod?
Johnny, man, you just killed me, man. Because I don't know if I'm going to be the only one that knows what you're talking about. So season 4 of Seinfeld, you know, they go to LA at the start,
Yeah.
and Kramer gets taken for the smog strangler. And then that guy, he just wants to tip, and then he gets out. They let him go. Here is a generous tipper. Oh, Johnny, man, you made me lose
I
it because
couldn't remember that
because
until you said
I
that.
know Seinfeld off by heart, man. Like when
Yeah, and he's like in the car.
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
Is it
dude.
the guy in the car?
And they get out, George and Jerry, and they leave the door open. He gets away. They go, apparently the police had apprehended the smog strangler, but somehow he broke out of the police vehicle in which he was attained.
That guy was funny looking too, man.
It's hilarious. Oh, Yanni, that was the best comment of the night, man. That's hilarious. That was killer.
How about ever heard of notorious killer Ivan Milat?
Yeah, he's next level.
So he was in Sydney.
Yeah.
So you know that Wolf Creek
Yeah.
was based on him.
Uh-huh. There you
So
go.
Wolf Creek's not real. Everyone thinks that Wolf Creek is real.
Yeah, but it's based on Ivan
not.
Milat. Yeah, Ivan Milat's crazy.
Killings never happened. Well, they might have happened in Wolf
Yeah.
Creek, but not. That was fabricated. But it was
Well, it's like
based on Ivan Milat.
we spoke about the other one here. I think of last week, the Snowtown.
Snowtown murders
It's
were.
bad, man.
Did you watch the movie?
I haven't watched the movie, but I know the story well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
how
know
like he was trying to
He
get
was
all
doing it
their,
for their social security.
Yeah,
That's what it was
and-
all about.
and then he killed them and then took them to Snowtown, put them into barrels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was all about.
It all happened in Salisbury, man.
Yeah, no.
Salisbury.
Listen, I'll tell you a story about the Don, right?
Yeah.
It's not so much a serial killer story, but people do these things. When my dad was first working, wherever he was working, won't give any detail. This guy that used to be in charge of the payrolls back
Yeah.
then, we know what he was doing. He was in charge of the payrolls, and back then you used to have to go to the bank, put them in individually. And what he was doing, he was giving payrolls for these people that were dead. And they were going
Really?
into his bank. And the Don reckons, listen, he could have been doing it for 20 years. We don't know how much he made. And then you know how he got caught?
No.
One day there was a bank teller, looked at it and went, John Smith? Oh no, he's dead. And that's how he got caught.
That's how he got caught.
And the guy's passed away now, but the Don reckons he could have been doing it. You know how much money he would have made?
Oh yeah.
But see, this motivates people.
Crooks,
That's what
man.
I'm saying about the Social Security for the Snowtown. He wanted money.
Money,
And he
yeah.
went and killed these people.
Yeah. So
And he was collecting the checks.
as Alex said, motive.
Yeah, motive, of course. Of
Motive.
course.
People do it for motive.
Yeah.
Revenge.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
Have you heard of the Claremont killers in WA?
No.
The serial killer in Claremont.
Beverly Allitt. She is an English nurse who killed children that were in her care, Amanda says. I've heard of that one.
Yeah. So basically, this guy in there's some pubs in Claremont, and he used to go to the nightclubs, and yeah, these women started disappearing. And then they found the body and stuff, but they couldn't
Yeah.
find the killer.
Yeah.
But now they found him,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they convicted him.
Well, that was like the one
yeah.
here. I said, I think we were talking about it last week again. The one in Adelaide on Old Main North Road. He was killing people,
Yeah.
putting them in front of the old cop station on Main North Road, and then
Yeah.
bringing the cops and going, I can see something in the bushes. So was that motive? He was just doing it for the thrill. I don't know his name, so we can't look it up. But
Yeah.
I bet you if we typed it, Adelaide serial killer, we'll
There's
put it up.
been
But,
some.
you know what was that? He was just
I'll put it down.
Adelaide serial killer 90s, I think it was. And yeah, he was putting the bodies at the cop station, man, and ringing the cops. Like,
Do you know that Adelaide has got the most serial killers, or murders, worst murders per capita?
per capita.
Yeah.
It would, because a small
Yeah, it does.
population.
Snowtown murders were the biggest
yeah.
ones. But there was
I don't know how
series.
many he killed, but yeah, he was ringing up saying, yeah, listen, they're at the cop. Oh, I can see something in the bush, man. I can see a
Yeah.
foot, etc. You know what I mean?
Apparently there was a guy that used to hitchhike and then
they would have been. You know how common
Here in
that would have
Adelaide,
been.
having
Yeah,
in
you know
Adelaide.
how common that would have been. Like, look at Ted Bundy used to pull over. Oh, something's wrong with my car, whatever, and get girls to go in the car, and then bang, they're done. You know what I mean? AP says, evening. Oh, AP, how you doing, man?
Hey,
Nice to have you with us.
AP.
We have talked about Ed Gein. Do you know, Alex, Ed Gein, do you know that Leatherface is loosely based on Ed Gein? Did you know that?
Gene.
Do you know Leatherface? Texas
Leatherface.
Chainsaw
Yeah,
Massacre
yeah.
is loosely based on him.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So Texas Chainsaw Massacre was like a true story.
Not the
chainsaw
killing and all that, but the face is loosely based on Ed Gein. Yeah. Is loosely based, and then they added the chainsaw, and you know what I mean. Albert Fish just says, "See, Jess actually knows more about the serial killers than me."
I've got Albert Fish here.
Yeah, Albert Fish crazy.
How about the Butcher of Rostov?
The Butcher of Rostov. You know what? There's some ones in Europe that would be crazy
Let me type it.
that we don't know about. Do you know what I mean? Because we hear about the American ones.
Here we go, serial killer. Oh, this one's old, man. I can talk about
Good. Sorry, been doing laps around Bathurst. Forgot you boys were on tonight. Oh, good, AP.
So the Butcher of Rostov is like he was in Russia.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. There'd be some crazy ones in
And
Europe.
he used to be one of the biggest murderers.
Yeah.
He committed the most murders
That's crazy.
in Russia.
Yeah, crazy.
At one point.
Well, what's the other one, Jess? John Wayne Gacy. Do you know John Wayne Gacy? John Wayne Gacy used to dress as a clown, right? And go entertain kids and that. And you know what he did?
Oh, it's like it.
But he was murdering people. You know what he was doing?
Nah.
In his basement, taking them down, digging them in, the basements in America.
Yeah.
And then he was getting people to put concrete over the dead bodies. Like it was... John Wayne Gacy was crazy.
John Gacy.
Yeah. John Wayne Gacy. But that's his middle name. Yeah, John Gacy. Crazy. Read a bit about him. He was crazy.
How about the Granny Killer?
Oh, see, Alex just said it. Yeah, or the clown John Gacy. Yeah. Yeah, John Wayne Gacy was. When you watch them, like him and Dahmer and that, there was like, what's going through their heads? Like it's just.
Nah.
I think he got caught, John Wayne Gacy. Yeah.
You know when they get caught, right? They get caught, but how many more do they kill that we don't know about?
Well, do you know that one I said, the Green River Killer, Gary Ridgway? Do you know why he didn't get the death penalty? Because he'd got caught for, I think it was like 20 murders or something.
Yeah.
But then he gave up. He went in the car and the cop, I've watched the interview with the cop. He goes, it was that sickening. He goes, he knew, because apparently he had a real low IQ. He was like a real simpleton.
Yeah.
But he knew off by heart where everybody was buried. And he went and showed them like 87 bodies.
And that saved him the death penalty
because he showed them the body. And you know, some of them still to this day, the case is ongoing because there's 2 bodies that can't be identified. That don't even, because they've been underground and
really?
It's like it's sick. Like Jess says, I like reading about the psychology of them, that's why everyone it's not that you like, it's intriguing because you just want to know what pushes them. That's right.
Yeah.
And then, Jess was saying John Wayne Gacy was with boys. That's what he did. He was killing little boys because he was probably a pedophile or whatever.
Yeah.
And he was burying them in the...
Well, it's like the movie It.
Yes.
That's where it came from.
Yeah, probably. It's probably based on...
Because it's
yeah, of course.
The little boy in that,
Same, Jess, the psychology is so interesting. It is. It's just... Like I said, the only one, and still it's to this day that I say it, the only one that I give leeway is Aileen Wuornos. She got pushed and like, I mean, the first story is the guy was raping her like with a baseball bat, I think, and she kills him, like, and then you watch what happened to her and you're like, well, you know what, I don't blame her.
No,
like anyone probably would do the same. And then
it's like
they push her over.
It's like the anti-heroes.
That's what she
was
like.
Killing bad people.
She was like that. That's what she was like.
Yeah.
And then because one of them was a cop that was actually seeing her as a prostitute, cheating on his wife, and then it's bad. But what were they doing? They were doing bad shit anyway. She's the only one I give of the ones I know that the motive was like, you give her leeway and you think, well, anyone would have probably done that. Do you know what I mean?
That's right.
But yeah, I don't know. Then Jess says, Alex, interesting YouTube channel, Sift White Underbelly. By the way, you may very well enjoy. Soft White Underbelly. Sorry, yeah, Soft White Underbelly. It is. Jess likes that, yeah.
What is that?
It's just like a YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
And they interview, yeah.
Oh, well, let's go.
And I don't believe that for the life of me. That's something a serial killer.
That's something a serial killer would say, man.
It just pops out with her childhood was terrible too. Yeah, Aileen, see another one. She's another one. She had the worst childhood. Like I'm saying, like about Dharma, Ridgway, Bundy.
Yeah.
Gacy, I don't know about Gacy. Did Gacy have Jess might know. Did Gacy have a bad childhood, Jess? I'm not sure about him. But yeah, like what was that one, the German one? Where he locked his daughter in the room and he was like raping his own daughter and he had a kid with her.
What's that? Jane Wayne Glover?
Gacy.
Not Gacy. Is it Gacy?
Is that who you're talking about? No, I'm talking about the German one. I can't remember his name. Me and Jess watched the documentary on him. She might remember his name. He was next level too. So that's what I said. There'll be some ones in Europe that are crazy.
There's one called John Wayne Glover, and he was the granny killer.
The granny killer?
Yeah, he used to kill...
old women?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He used to hate old women.
Why? See, I just don't get the...
He had been married for 20 years. He killed... he bashed and murdered a 78-year-old artist, Florence Broadhurst, in a studio in 1977. A number of years after his conviction, Glover admitted he never worried about who his victims were or why he killed them.
Just did it
he stopped killing, but could not. He said he wanted to stop killing, but he could not. After each murder, he probably went.
But that's what they say.
He just went on with his normal
when they
life.
interview them, that's what they're like. They're like, I just got the thrill of it and kept doing it.
Yeah.
Like it's.
But how could you do that?
I don't know.
Where's the thrill?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like I go and watch Cobra Kai. This guy goes and murders people. Like what? I don't get it.
It's something we can't fathom. That's the problem.
And Amanda's saying that's what you call. I think about the one I said, the mental illness at its finest. I agree. Totally agree. It's like it's.
Definitely meant. Yeah, there's something wrong.
The granny killer used to use hammers, so what? He just like bludgeoned them. That's terrible.
Well, yeah, I'm having a look here, but there's a few. Yeah.
Like there's. It's just. I don't know. The chat, like Jess is saying, dark minds. Is that? Do you guys think in the chat is that what motivates them? Are they just sick people and that's something triggered them, that this event that happened in their life, bad childhoods, or are they doing it for a thrill? Are they, what is it? I mean, like.
Well, you got rapists that can turn into murderers.
Of course. Most of them are. So that Gary Ridgway, again, back to him, he was a necrophiliac. Yeah. So he was killing them and having sex with dead bodies, which is, and Ted Bundy was doing the same.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Like just you. Okay, the next question I ask, and we'll ask the chat as well, is what do you think the punishment should be for these people? Do you think death penalty is right for them, or should they suffer?
I reckon suffer, put them in the thing and throw the key. Whatever happens, happens. No food, nothing.
They should be put into jail with someone that's probably going to rape them. Yeah. Say, whatever, and we're not going to look after you. Let whatever happens to you happen.
Yeah, but they don't care. They're sickos, man.
They are sickos. I mean,
have you watched the movie Hostel?
Yes.
Like, people go in there to murder people.
Do you believe that that's true?
Yeah.
100%. Jess, I think I believe it's
true.
Yeah,
I don't know you now, but...
No, I reckon it would. I reckon people pay to go kill someone.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me that.
No, it wouldn't surprise me either.
There you go, Jess.
No,
Chris, yeah. So I'll read a few. Schizophrenia is very common amongst them. Yeah, totally agree. Just murderers in general, about the dark minds. Yeah, of course. And AP says they share a lot of characteristics with CEOs and other people in power. You know what? That's true. I think they should suffer. Yeah, I'm with you, AP. So we're saying.
Yeah, they should suffer.
That guy who killed his pregnant wife and 2 killers recently, the doco on Netflix, he was so believable too. Don't remember that one. What about that one? Me and Jess watched it. That guy, he killed his wife and his 2 daughters so he could be with this other chick. Like it was. I remember watching the documentary with Jess and I was just like, what the fuck, man? Like, what, just to be in another relationship? Go leave your wife if you want to be in it. Like, you're going to go and murder your 2 kids, 2 little girls?
Yeah, it's sad.
Like, he had to sit there and murder his 2 kids, bro. And then he played the part that he didn't do it. Like, it's just...
It's
sickos, man.
It's sickos, man. And
yeah. It's
hostel
crazy.
is definitely true.
Yeah, but
There
people
you go,
believe.
man.
I think they already suffered. There should be way harsher laws on child abuse, molestation. Oh, totally agree with Jess there. Yeah, there should be. They should be getting done to them what they do to people.
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's why I'm saying. Like you said, put them in a room, and you know
Throw the
what?
key.
If there's criminals in there that are going to go do some stuff to you, mate, let them do it. No, you're not getting no protection, but they go protect them.
Yeah, because death is too easy.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah, death is too easy.
Yeah, that's what the one I'm talking. Yeah, Amanda, me and Jess watched that, and it was just that to
Which
me
one?
was that one that I just said about where he killed his 2 kids and his wife, and like I remember saying to Jess, I'm just like, what? How did that bloke sit there and kill his 2 kids, man, and his wife just to go be in a relationship with some other chick he met at a dance?
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
like that just sickened me. I was like,
I know.
that rocked me to the core. Bro.
Like,
I was
why
just
would he do that?
Yeah, like,
His kids, man.
I know, man.
His flesh and blood.
Yeah, I know.
Kills his own kids to be
Like-
with someone
like
else.
They were young. I remember the showing them. They were like 7 and 8. It's like he killed his little like.
He's-
What?
I know, man. How can you do that?
I don't know. It's just Zakiel Amin says Jack the Ripper and Jeffrey Dahmer and Harold Shipman and John Wayne Gacy and the H.H. Holmes and Pedro Lopez and Ted Bundy. All they are. Jack the Ripper is like the first ever serial killer, really, in England. Was going around at night.
Well, the one we know of.
And he never got caught because back then it was like, you know, Jack the Ripper. Yeah. So death is the easy way out. Give them solitary and call it a day. Jess says castrate them as well. Yeah, I agree. And solitary. See, you know what? I don't even think solitary confinement, because I watch a lot of prison shows now. I don't even think solitary confinement is enough for these people. It's just in a room, like you said, by themselves, because they let them out for an hour a day. They shouldn't.
I reckon just like put them in like a pod.
Yep.
Send them into space.
Do you know?
No windows, and just let them float.
Do you know? I watched this thing. Me and Jess were watching this thing. It's about the worst prisons around the world, right? And they spoke to this guy that when it used to be West Germany, North Germany, before the Berlin Wall came down.
Yeah.
And do you know what this guy was cooked. Whatever he did. I don't know what it was. Do you know what solitary confinement was in North German jail?
No. What was it?
He tells the story about it, and he can't even. He's speaking like this old German, and they're translating. He goes, "They put me in this huge concrete room, and there was a staircase.
Yeah.
And you walk down it, and he goes, they start filling it with water.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, the water gets up to here, and he goes, then I'm on my tippy toes."
Oh.
He goes, for days. And
Well,
he goes, if I go down, I die. Why don't they do that anymore?
Yeah, do that.
When I heard that, I was watching it, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's punishment.
Yeah.
Because they were allowed to do it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he's getting punished for, he must have been doing something bad. You know what I mean? There's no punishment that the kids were 4 and 3. See, I thought they were even a bit older, Amanda.
That's
See, that just makes me even, yeah.
It's correct.
Jack the Ripper may have been a member of the royal family. You see, people are laughing, but apparently they reckon it's true. He
Probably.
could have been, yeah, it doesn't,
Oh,
wouldn't surprise me.
that's why they never got caught.
Yeah,
Because it was protected.
exactly. There's no punishment that matches their crimes. AP says, put them in the old torture device where it's just bigger than their body, just filled with spikes so they can't lean on anything. I like that. The oaths make the rules, Johnny G says. Jess says, if you are a pedo and you know if you're caught, you're castrated, I swear that would stop so much more of it. I agree. If there's pedophiles and they know in their head, listen, I get caught, they're cutting it off.
Yep.
It would stop a lot of it. It wouldn't stop all of it, but I agree. It would definitely start stopping more of it.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah, definitely, man.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And if
they
there was
should do that.
bigger punishments, well, this guy's a pedophile, goes in jail, gets out after 10 years. Another guy goes and frauds the government and he's in jail for life. Fuck
I know.
off, bro.
It's because they're all pedophiles,
Yeah.
man.
Fucking
That's
nice
why.
it is. But
That's why, man.
I've done tax fraud and I'm in jail for life. This guy's raped a kid and he's in jail for 5 years, and then he gets to go,
Yeah.
oh, he's got to register on the internet. Give me a break. Alex says, oh yeah, the medieval torture devices, that could work. JG, they might shut down HFD.
They will. There's black cars rocking up outside, man.
There's all these black mercs at the front.
They're coming in.
All right, man.
No, they're going to Johnny G's house.
Well, the Don runs them, man. They don't mess with the Don. Funniest part about it was when Chris mentioned them to the Don and he knew who they were, Chris freaked out. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
You were telling him and he knew them and you were like, what?
Oh,
How do you know about it? Oh, man. Amanda says they get ripped a new a-hole when they go to prison. The other prisoners always get them. Yeah, listen.
Well, apparently.
Yeah.
If you're a pedophile, they do.
Yeah. Oh, not anymore, but I know stories for a fact of people I know that have told me things.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Now they get protected, bro, because they know they're going to get like raped, like Amanda's saying. So they protect them.
Yeah, I'm 100% Jess.
And yeah, she's agreeing with you.
100%.
Yeah. Unfortunately, people who make the laws are... See, again, like we're saying about serial killers, and we've gone on to pedophiles now. What the fuck motivates a pedophile? Like, I'm borderline to say that, you know, like, you'd be a serial killer before a pedophile. Like, it's...
Do you think there's a psychological problem with them? And, like...
I don't know.
Like, do you think they can get, like, is there anything you can help them? Like,
no, I don't think so. I don't think their hair can be helped. Well, like, remember we were saying me and Jess love that Louis Theroux I was telling you about?
Yeah. He
did this documentary on this guy in England that was a pedophile, Jim Savile.
Yeah.
So Jim Savile was this, let's say, low millionaire. You know, he was not huge rich, but he was...
Yeah.
And he was working for the BBC and he was donating money to the Leeds General Hospital.
Yeah.
And they were treating him like he was a god. And he was going there and raping kids that were like paraplegics and shit.
Yeah, it's terrible.
People that were, you know, they couldn't scream.
It's horrible.
And he was doing it for years. And then he's dead now, like, and he, you know, like it all came to, but I mean, he was donating money to the hospital so he could go rape kids. And, you know, they were talking about, Louis Theroux was talking about it, you know, the NHS now are getting all this praise because of the work they're doing with the C word. And you know what he said? He goes, you know why? He goes, this Jim Savile thing's happened. He goes, but they should actually be copping it about this. He goes, because they let this man come in under their noses and rape kids, but because no one wants to say a bad word about them because of the C word, just letting them get a like free shot that they let this happen.
Yeah, it's,
you know, it's sick. Shit. It's sick, bro. It's sick.
It's so wrong, man.
Yeah, I see. I agree with Jess there. Pedophiles, they're motivated because it happened to them, a huge portion of them.
Yeah.
Usually their dad or something has raped them as a kid.
Or is it a mental illness?
But that, you know what they say about schizophrenia? I know a few people that have had it. It's schizophrenia is triggered. An event happens that triggers it. And it's there. Yeah, it's dormant. It's dormant in your body.
I've heard that.
And an event triggers it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and that's...
And what, same with pedophilia?
Well, I just think they're sickos. Once that event traumatizes them, like Jess is saying, say their dad rape or stepdad rapes them or something, that would just traumatize you. And they just think it's right. Oh, go touch kids. Oh, this guy touched me. Let's do it. You know, and it's just, they're just sickos. That's what I think it is. It's like, it's always by those people that something's, I agree with Jess, 90% has probably been something they've been touched. Alex says power gets to them, the feeling of authority and dominance. Some, it's curiosity out of a control or money-making, trafficking, partaking. That's probably true as well. That's probably true as well, yeah. And then Amanda says, Jess, my uncle used to tell me stories of what would happen to pedos because he did time in prison. Yeah, see, listen, Amanda, I'm in the same boat. My uncle, I said it before, served time in prison.
And he saw it.
And he's told me a story about what happened to this pedo in prison. Mate. I wouldn't even say it on air. Like, it's just, you know, just going on to what Amanda said. Yeah, he told me a story. Like, it's just...
You know what I get pissed off about, though? Like, when you hear, like, a pedophile's been released and it's in your area.
Yeah, I know.
And they tell you, oh, there's a pedophile in your area. It's like,
yeah,
dude,
that's what I'm saying.
Why is he here?
Oh, we're letting this guy out, but he's registered on the internet.
Yeah.
Oh, is that going to stop him fucking raping a kid because he's registered on the internet?
They should be locked up. Either
for good, mate.
For good or getting rehabilitated somehow. And if they... I don't know if you can let them back in society, can you?
No. I agree with what Jess said. Jess is saying the nice way. Castrate them. Mate, chop their fucking dicks off, mate.
Yeah.
and then go. Yeah. Okay, go. Go live your life now, mate. Castrate them, mate.
I've heard of people, like... I've heard stories where there's a pedophile and, like... that's what they think of, but they lock themselves in a room,
Yeah,
and because they don't want they know it's a bad act,
there is.
but they can't
Well,
help it.
we were watching this documentary, and this one guy, he says it straight out. He goes, "Listen," he goes, "I think it," and he goes, "I know it's wrong," and then he got himself castrated. We were watching it, like not the liquid castrated. He did it to himself because he was saying, we're watching. He goes, "I know it's wrong," because but he goes, "It's just what I just can't stop thinking it." And he goes, "I stay in my house and I'm castrated because I know it's wrong, but it's because something's triggered him to make him like that."
Yeah,
you know,
fucking crazy.
He's a sicko for some reason. Like it's just.
Right.
And then man is saying apparently it's not pretty. From what my uncle told me, what they actually do when they can get away with doing it to them is not pretty. Yeah, and then Jess is saying it's fucked. Like it's terrible. Like it's like I said, borderline. I could see why a serial killer kills more than I can see why someone is a pedophile. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like neither are good. Like I'm not saying go kill, but like it's just the motives are just
well, there's some serial killers that despise pedophiles.
Of course, there's probably serial killers that kill pedophiles.
Yeah.
And you probably champion them. Yeah, we'll go kill them. Go do it. But that's probably what, like it's, that's their motive. I'm going to go kill these pedophiles. Get pedophiles.
Definitely a interesting, like, just, how does someone think like that? Like, we can't, like, the normal person like me and you, we can't fathom what they're thinking. Do you know what I mean?
Nah. See, how about vigilante killers? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Punisher. He goes and kills all the bad people. If he was going around killing pedophiles, I'd be... I'll be like, no worries, man. No worries. Do what you got to do, bro. Do what you got to do, man.
That's it.
So, I mean, it's a crazy topic.
It is a crazy topic, man. And it's one of those things that is part of society and they should eradicate it, really.
Yeah, they should. Like, I mean, me and Jess are watching this thing, right? And like, this guy on this jail thing, he got life imprisonment. He was dealing drugs in Oklahoma or something.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm not saying dealing drugs is right, but he got life imprisonment for dealing some pills.
Yeah.
And this pedophile got out after 10 years.
Well, as Jess said, it's in the government.
I know, but
it's
life?
Yeah.
Okay, listen, I'm against drugs too, mate, but life for selling drugs?
Yeah.
And then you let a pedophile out after 10 years?
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Please.
Fucking
please.
Bullshit, mate.
It's fucking ridiculous. It's
ridiculous,
like,
mate.
But
people get more for drugs than they do for pedophilia.
I know. It's good,
I know.
bro. It's good.
Dude, we could have a plantation of marijuana, which is in our backyard. We could have like a plantation, right? I'm not saying I do. Right? All right?
Good.
And go away
no.
for longer than a pedophile.
I know.
That's how the justice system works here in Western countries especially.
Yeah.
Because
I know.
they're real not men.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
You hear about child trafficking all the time.
Yeah, I know.
Why do 20,000 children go missing each year in Australia?
Yeah,
if you want to check that statistic out, go on Google, type it in.
That's true.
20,000 kids go missing a year in Australia and no one does nothing about it.
Yeah,
but we're worried about a virus that's 99.97% recovery rate.
I know.
But no one was worrying about the kids that go missing.
Yeah, I know.
It's bullshit, mate.
So, Jess says, I know, I'd love to be a vigilante killer or underground pedo / trafficker killer. And then Alex says there is a bikie gang who hunt down pedos. There actually is. They're on that Jackass movie. Me and Jess are laughing at that Jackass movie.
Is it coming up?
No, not the new, but the one where he plays the grandpa?
Oh, yeah.
And in the end, they go to that bikie gang and they're like the 4 kids bikie gang. That's what they do.
Yeah,
they look after,
they do.
You know what I mean? And then Amanda says, Jess, when we get crypto rich, and Jess says, oh my God, like pumped, we're going to be, well, that's what Bruce Wayne is, isn't he? He's a vigilante because he's rich. And then Amanda's like, we can do this. We can have superhero outfits. Alex says, I'll join. And Jess says, Chris, stop.
Stop what?
Why is that? Because he was saying we could have a plantation. Yeah, I know.
Australia alone.
It's Australia alone. Yeah. But you said the statistic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So imagine what worldwide is.
Worldwide is like millions.
Yeah, of course it is.
Where are these kids?
The only bigger trafficking than child trafficking is drugs.
Yeah.
because it's so easy to do it.
It's just
And then
sad,
guns, and like it's just
man.
you know,
It's sad, man, and
of course it is.
Yeah, it's sad to know that these things happen in the world, but why we can't stop it, can we?
No,
How the
we
heck?
can't.
We can't.
Do you know what? That's why I said that. Has anyone seen it? That Denzel Washington movie, Man on Fire.
I haven't seen it.
So he's bodyguarding this kid, and he's this. You know, he was a CIA. He was a killer. He's a trained killer, but he's just given up on life.
Yeah.
And he bonds with this kid. And she gets kidnapped for trafficking, but it comes out that her dad was the one that organized it for money.
Oh,
But when she gets kidnapped, he goes nuts and just vigilantes.
Really?
He just starts killing everyone. It's set in Mexico, and it's set on true stories because in Mexico it's like a daily thing. Like kids, that's what it is there.
Yeah.
But if you haven't seen Man on Fire and you want to see a bloke getting some revenge on some child traffickers, go watch Man on Fire.
Man on Fire.
Yeah,
All
dude. Right. Denzel, man. Organ trafficking, yeah, there you go.
There's another thing that happens
that's
as well.
big too. Yeah, big time. Big time.
It's sad, man. As I said, what happens around the world.
It's sad that people,
and no one does nothing. No one does nothing.
What's sad is that these people are motivated to do this, man. Even if I was rich and power, like, I just don't get it. It's so stupid.
I know.
Like, it's not even stupid. It's ridiculous.
I know, man. It's all about money, as they say.
It's all about money. But what I don't get is, don't these guys have kids?
They probably do.
Oh, but it's okay for their kids to be safe at home.
Yeah.
But we'll go traffic other kids.
Yeah, probably.
For money.
Or for sex.
Give me a break. Like, you got kids, man. Man,
there's some other, like, you know, I've heard of some really, like,
there's
gross,
some bad ones,
gross shit and what they do to the kids that traffic.
Man, of course.
And there's, like, all these rituals that happen, like satanic rituals.
Well, why do you think everyone loves the movie? Why does everyone love Taken?
Exactly.
Because he's getting back.
Yeah, he gets back at him.
That's right. And that's what Man on Fire is like. That's why everyone loves it.
Maybe we just have to train as a...
Just like be Brian Mills.
Yeah. That's all we need, man.
Can just... That's the best.
I will find you.
I will
kill you.
The best. And then, Chris, you are right. They're talking about getting the 3 boosts for COVID than finding children around Australia. They're talking more about having the 3 boosters shots than about finding the kids that are going missing. He's saying
they do.
Yeah.
No one talks about the kids that are missing. Why aren't they talking about it? That's what I just don't understand. Like, it's not on the news at all.
Yeah. Yanni says, how about importing and exporting matchsticks? He's a dickhead. It's a big industry, Jazz man. One of the biggest. Big ones, small ones. They're all just doing Seinfeld jokes.
I know.
Because they know they're trying to get at me because they know I'm going to know what they're talking about.
One of the biggest.
Matchsticks. Taken is the best. Listen, Amanda, if you haven't seen Man on Fire, watch it. It's just as good. And it's like Denzel, man.
Oh, he's good.
But he just goes nuts.
Did he win an award in that one?
Not sure. But when that kid goes missing, dude.
He loses it.
Oh,
Is he like Equalizer?
He's the same sort of character because he's meant to be this ex-CIA agent. But the difference is in Man on Fire, he's like become an alcoholic and that because he's like regrets all the killings that he's done as a CIA agent. So he's just like given up.
Yeah.
And then Christopher Walken is like his boss, goes, listen, just have this job just to get out, you know, bodyguard this kid. You just got to take it to school. And because in Mexico, the rich kids need to be protected.
Yeah. And
then when she gets kidnapped,
he loses it.
Oh man, he goes.
Yeah.
Just mental.
Boycott the news.
Yeah, the news sucks.
News sucks. We were talking about it today. What did we say? You were saying about the news.
What the news said about Joe Rogan. He said, well, we don't watch the news.
Right.
So
we don't watch the news. We don't know what's going on. Oh, look, man. When they started saying about the C word, I just got... And then it's always that.
That's why I hate the news. Because everyone that talks to me now, they watch the news and then they talk about that. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to hear about it.
I don't want to hear about it either. It depresses me, man.
Exactly.
Just leave it alone.
And then, so Amanda says, then they go... make the whole Cleo story from WA to shut up all the pedo haters for a while. A feel-good story. It's all bullshit, 100%.
Yeah. Sure is.
It sickens you when you think about them, though, doesn't it?
It does.
What sickens you more? Serial killers or pedophiles?
Pedophiles.
Yeah, I agree. So
it
sucks like that.
Like that.
Yeah.
Nah.
That's what I said. If there was a serial killer like we said, a vigilante that was killing pedos, you'd love it. You would. Everybody, like, no worries. Let him do it, man.
But he'd still get convicted.
But he would. He'd get in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, you know what me and Jess said? There was those guys that were like hunting them down themselves, getting on chat rooms. You can't really do it as much now.
Nah.
Making them meet up with them. And they're doing it on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, they do
meeting
it.
them going, you wanted to meet up with me and I was a 13-year-old boy.
Yeah.
He's going, no. And then he calls the cops in front of him, waits there and calls the cops.
I've seen that.
And then he started getting in trouble, taking the law into his own hands. It was like, man, he's doing your job for you.
He's doing your job for you. You guys don't do
Just
that.
because you guys sit there eating donuts, he's doing your fucking job for you.
That's right.
Like, fucking hell.
I know, mate.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's so trtrue, man.
And Jess agreeing with it, yeah. Back of the line, no soup for you, Kriskoff says.
There's so many Seinfeld quotes.
Everyone loves it. I don't know if anyone actually, I know John knows how well I know Seinfeld.
John's probably still...
I know every Seinfeld episode off by heart.
Your favourite one is the library one.
That's one of them.
Yeah.
I actually love season 2 and 3. 3, I think, is...
Is that when Kramer goes to LA?
He goes at the end of season 3, and then the start of season 4 is when he's there, when we're talking about the smoke strangler.
I love when he comes back and he
chucks the keys. And it's just like he's back.
Yeah, he's just back. Like,
see, that's the smoke strangler.
What?
Like
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So,
no, it's an interesting subject, and there's so many serial killers and pedophiles, and
which is sickening, isn't it?
It's just, and there's, but yeah, I think pedophilia
is the worst. I think it's the worst.
It ties in with serial killing, do you know what I mean? Like, could tie into that.
Yeah, I think, actually what, I actually think pedophilia, serial rapists, and then serial killers, it's actually in that order of bad, I reckon. I reckon serial killers are not as bad as the other two.
Pedophiles, rapists.
Serial rapists, like the guys that just go and rape.
Like Johnny 23.
Yeah, like serial rapists, and then...
Not this Johnny.
No.
From Con Air.
Yeah, Con Air. Do you know what I mean? Like, and they're murderers anyway. They're like, they're pedophiles, they're serial killers, but pedophiles is the worst.
Yeah.
Pedophiles, then serial killers.
Yeah.
Like, it's just...
Yeah.
Pedophiles are rapists anyway. Like, and that's just, it ties into one, they're just...
Yeah.
They're sickos.
Yeah, and there's a lot of them.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate that it's like, we all believe that the people in power are probably all like that.
There's a big one living in Rome.
Yes.
Huge one.
We said that last week.
Huge one living in Rome. Yep.
Whoa, what did I say last week? He goes, George Pell, and I don't care, I'll name him, because what are they going to do? It fucking annoys me. George Pell gets convicted in Australia as a pedophile. The Pope from Italy gets him out of a Melbourne jail, takes him to the Vatican.
Yeah.
Well, why is he doing that? Because he's a fucking pedophile.
Exactly, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, why did you go protect 100%. This? And then the thing is, then people go and follow this faith.
Yeah. I know. And
he just showed you he's a pedophile. Yeah. Go kiss his hand.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. What's that hand done? I ain't kissing that fucking hand.
Mate.
You know what I mean? Like,
I don't give a shit what people think, man.
No, I don't care.
If you're a big Catholic person, I don't give a shit. Like,
listen, I'm not having a go at you, at anyone for being Catholic.
No, I'm not either.
But why did he protect that pedophile?
Exactly.
Why? You tell me.
And why
give me a reason.
And why is this guy held in big esteem?
Yeah. Give me a reason why he took George Pell out of jail to the Vatican.
That's right.
And if you can give me a legit reason, I'll backtrack anything.
Yeah.
But you won't.
No.
There's no legit reason.
No. So I didn't think it was going to get controversial tonight, but it did.
Because it pissed me off. Jess says, you're ruining that child the moment you interfere with them, and then that can turn that soul into a depressed person or one who acts out on other kids. It's a vicious cycle. And that's...
Of course, man.
That's 100%.
Kids that get molested when they're younger...
Oh, they're done.
They're done, man. Like, not that they're done, but
their life is never going to be as good because it's always going to be on their head.
Yeah.
Even if they turn out to be a good person...
They can get rehabilitated. They can. And, but it's not fair, man. Like,
that's right.
There'll be some part of them that remembers that.
And they'll always do it because they'll sit there. Like I said, they could end up being the best person in the world.
Yeah, of course.
But for them, they never lived the best life because they'll always remember that.
Yeah.
Because it shouldn't have happened.
No.
It shouldn't have happened.
No.
Alex says, we've talked about this. What do you guys think about Michael Jackson?
I don't think he's a pedo. I reckon that they made him look like a pedo. He actually was protecting the children. and he looked like he was a pedo, but for me, he wasn't. He was protecting.
Listen,
Because he knew exactly what they were, all the higher ups, Hollywood,
that doesn't
underground. He knew, so he was protecting them. And if you watch some of the interviews with some of the boys that you can tell they're like lying.
Listen, those two boys. All I gotta say is, why did they wait till the man was dead for 10 years to bring out a documentary saying he's a pedophile?
Because about the
That's
money,
all I want to say.
to get a payday.
Listen, and I'm never want to say. We always say we can't be 100% sure about anything.
No, we're not 100%, but yeah.
Listen, I love Michael Jackson. I think Michael Jackson is the greatest artist of all time.
He is.
Musical
100%.
artist.
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
I agree.
And I actually agree. I think he was probably protecting them. And I think he just wanted to be a kid. There was a part of him that, because he had a bad life too, man.
He had a bad upbringing.
He did.
His dad was really hard on him, and so.
Just saying, I don't want to believe MJ was a pedo. I actually think your theory is, and that's probably, and they probably killed him.
Well, you remember his song, right?
Yeah.
All I want to say is that they didn't really care about us. Have you heard that?
Of course.
Tells you in the lyrics, man.
I know.
Tells you in the lyrics.
Listen.
He tells us, man.
And I always say it. Why, even when he got accused of it back in the day, he was found not guilty. And we're always taught to believe, well, you're innocent till proven guilty.
Yeah.
So he wasn't guilty. And then they wait till he's dead for 10 years.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, he's pedophile. Yeah. Why now? Why didn't you say it, man?
And I reckon, like, he did go a bit loopy there at the end.
He was a bit, but he was taking all these prescription drugs. He was cool.
And I reckon the doctors and all that, they made him take it.
Probably.
They were doing it on purpose. Look, we don't know for sure.
No, you never know sure about anything.
But I reckon he was protecting. That's what I reckon. Heal the world. Yeah. That's what he wanted to do. He wanted to heal the world. You could tell, man. You could tell he wanted to do that. Yeah, I agree. And they killed him. Because you know what I reckon? Like he was about to do the 30 concerts.
Yeah, I know.
And he was gonna expose.
Probably.
And they knew that Michael Jackson's one of the most powerful man in the world. People follow him.
Of course.
Whatever he says, people would follow.
Of course.
So they got rid of him.
Well, see, I'll bring it back to that guy, that one I said about in England, that one with the hospitals, right?
Yeah.
When Louis interviews him, you can tell this guy's a sicko. Louis actually asks him, and this is going back before he died, are you a pedophile? Because he could tell something's wrong with this guy.
Yeah.
And the guy brushes it off like, no. And then he goes, why are you hanging out with all these kids and that? Louis knew.
Yeah.
He says, are you a pedophile? He asks him, but Michael Jackson, see him, he didn't have that about him. He didn't seem, listen, he was a bit loopy at the end.
He was a bit loopy.
But
that was the
man,
drugs,
when you've been taking drugs,
of course.
But he didn't seem like that sicko. That's just me. Like you look at all of them. You look at Ted Bundy, serial killer. You look into his eyes, man.
You can tell he's a sick.
And this is what I always say to Jess. I don't know how they don't realize these people are guilty, because I look at them and I can fucking tell they're guilty, man. His eyes are black. He's fucking sick. Michael Jackson didn't look like that.
No.
And I always wonder, I'm like, what? Can't they just see they're sick, man?
Yeah.
You know, you can tell when someone's evil, even in every walk of life. When someone has evil intentions, you can tell.
That's right.
He didn't look like he had evil intentions. That's just me.
I agree with you.
100% no.
Michael Jackson.
Alex says they killed him, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Jess is saying what you said. Heal the world. They don't really care about us. She's agreeing
Michael
with you.
Michael Jackson is a very interesting one. Very interesting.
Listen.
Because I would have loved to see what would have happened if those 30 concerts went through.
Like I said, on top of all the controversy, whatever. And listen, you know what? All these celebrities have controversy with them.
Oh, of course.
Because people either make things up, they have controversy, whatever. Aside from, like I said, he's the best artist ever. You know who, in my opinion, he's dead now too. Kobe Bryant is more guilty than Michael Jackson. Because he got convicted of, like Ray. He went to court.
Yeah.
But he paid her off, and now he's championed as a champion. Because he did this, he did it when he was 21 and
that's right.
You know what I mean? But
of course, sure.
I probably wouldn't let. Well, so John is saying he thinks he might have been a pedophile. But everyone's got their own opinion.
Everyone's got their own opinion, but I reckon he wasn't.
Yeah, I don't think he was either.
I don't think he was.
No, I actually don't think he was.
It's too easy for him. It's too easy to say he was.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think there's more other people that are, I don't know. Like there's just Jess says MJ could have been depressed knowing how much he knew, therefore numbing it with pills.
Yeah,
True.
Yeah, true.
True.
But I did hear that those 30 concerts were going to be
Exposing.
He was going to expose a lot.
Well, listen, all I'm saying is that they made this documentary in that, right? This is the other point I'll bring it to. The final point is, and they still haven't said, yes, he's a pedophile. No one has said it. These two guys have come out and said he did this, this, that. But they've never actually said, oh, you know what? Michael Jackson was a pedophile. No. So what's this documentary about? About money? Tell me.
It's about
Tell
money,
us if he was a pedophile. If he was, I want to know it.
Well, his siblings have come out and said he was never like that.
Macaulay Culkin said he did nothing to me.
Yeah.
And he was there all the fucking time. Because I was there with those kids. That's what made me, at first I was thinking, fuck, you know what, he could have been. But then when I heard Macaulay Culkin, I was like, well, that's interesting. That he's come out and said, nah, he was, you know, he goes, he was one of the best human beings I've ever met. Like, I don't know. It's just.
Yeah, it's a weird one. Yeah.
When you're awake to the world, if you allow it, it can certainly depress you, Jess says, 100%. And then Zach Alvin says, Michael Jackson died of cardiac arrest in Los Angeles. He did, I think it was
2009.
Yeah, I think it was because of the drugs. He had a cardiac arrest because of the pills.
Yeah, they gave him
That's what they're saying.
That's
Yeah,
what they say.
He could have been poisoned.
Could have been. We don't know, man.
What's the best Michael Jackson song?
The best?
What's your favorite?
My favorite?
What's in the chat, guys? What's your favorite?
It's either Thriller or Beat It.
Yeah?
Or Billie Jean. One of those three. I can't.
I love Rock With You.
I'm gonna rock
with you. It's the best. The best.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Listen, Michael Jackson is the only artist I think where you can sit there and just go like this.
Man in the Mirror is good.
Like, this is what I mean. I just think Michael Jackson is the only artist you can go like this. And just pick songs that are just all great. That's how good he was. The guy was so talented.
Thriller was really good.
Thriller's good. It's one of his greats.
Yeah. Billie Jean. Beat It.
Beat It's good.
Bad.
Dirty Diana. Like there's so
Black
many.
or White.
Dude. There's so many good ones, man. Like I said, Dirty Diana, Rock With You. Smooth Criminal is good.
Smooth Criminal's good.
Like
there's so many.
But that's what I'm saying. He's the only artist where you can just go. And I know a lot of people, the new generation, aren't his fans, but the actual only other person that was probably like that before him was probably Elvis Presley. For his time, every song he made was a classic.
I heard some disturbing news about Elvis Presley.
Please don't.
Amanda, I don't know.
Just tell me. You tell me.
Huh?
I don't want to wait. They don't just tell me.
About Elvis Presley?
Yeah, tell me.
I got told the other day. From Amanda. She heard about it.
Is it true?
Well, I don't know. But
okay, tell me.
Like apparently he used to at his parties invite young girls to his parties because he liked young girls. So he was a pedophile as well.
Is this true though?
I don't know. Amanda knew more about it, so she was telling me yesterday. I was like, "What?" I go,
and it'll crush it. It'll crush me if they say it's a fact. Elvis Presley was a pedophile. I'll be crushed.
Yeah, well, that's what I heard. I don't know if it's true, but you know, they're in. I mean, those kind of people, they're in that.
Oh, they're in that realm.
They're in that realm, and they're all part of it.
He didn't have because he wasn't a rich kid. He was just.
I don't know if it's true though.
Kid from Memphis. He was. Don't know about him. Elvis. And
maybe Amanda might.
Elvis and Michael Jackson pretty much had the same deaths.
Yeah.
Pills,
overdose.
Yep. He was sitting on his toilet.
Heaps of women have reported it. Remember the time? Yeah, remember the time.
Yeah, remember the time. Rock My World. Rock My World is killer.
So Amanda wrote, heaps of women have reported it.
So I haven't heard that much about Michael Jackson.
Not Michael Jackson.
I mean about Elvis Presley. Sorry, yeah.
So,
what celebrity would you be crushed about the most if you heard something like that about him?
Probably Bruce Lee.
Yeah, but he's dead. I'm talking about now.
Oh, now?
CM Punk?
I'd be upset.
You'd be cut.
I'd be Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh!
I'd be cut.
Listen.
I'd be cut.
If it come out that Eddie Murphy or Jerry Seinfeld,
Yeah, it'd be cut.
I'd be...
Yeah.
If Eddie Murphy...
You couldn't watch it again, eh?
Oh, dude. Because
Could you
I
watch some?
idolized them both.
I know.
Like, I do. I told Jess, I used to sit in my room as a kid imitating Eddie Murphy Delirious every night.
Yeah.
Like, idolized them both. If it came out that they were like that, I'd be devastated.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know.
All right. AP7.
Adam Sandler, yeah, I would be upset. Yeah.
He met his wife at a party at his house when she was 14. They married 8 years later when she was 21. Yeah.
Who was that?
Elvis.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jerry did date a 17-year-old. That's true.
Really?
That's back the...
Jerry Seinfeld?
I know Amanda's about to say it, but I know that's true. He dated a young girl like when he... At the end of... when Seinfeld was on.
Yeah. Far, you could talk about this for ages, eh?
Oh, you'll kill me.
Jerry dated a woman heaps younger.
Yeah, he did. I think she was just turned like 18 or something. Like, it was young.
Yeah.
Young.
You just don't know, like, 100% all these stories, but, you know, knowing that there's all these children that are missing and that, it kind of like, you put two and two together, you can see it, you know what I mean?
Jess is like that because she loves Travolta.
Oh, yeah.
She goes, when there was fake rumors about Travolta, she goes, I was losing it.
Travolta, yeah.
I love Travolta. Oh, you know what? I can't believe you guys were all saying you're Travolta fans and you haven't seen Phenomenon.
Is it the one when he's like an angel?
No, that's Michael.
Oh, Michael.
You have to watch the movie Phenomenon.
All right.
It's one of his best.
Okay. Don't tell me what it's about.
No, it's amazing. Amazing movie.
Right.
I made Jess watch it. Jess loves him. And Jess hadn't seen it when we were like together.
Kevin Spacey, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
I've
He
heard
was.
about him.
No, but that's true.
Yeah, that's a true one.
I don't know if his is pedophiles. His is a womanizer, isn't it? Like
I heard.
Is it pedophilia or is it woman? I think he's like a misogynist womanizer.
Great actor.
He was a great actor, but I can't take him the same now.
Nah.
No way. Kevin Spacey shocked me. He does look a bit evil.
He does, eh?
Can you tell me, is it, did he get done for like womanizing or is it pedophilia with him? I don't actually know, so you guys can tell us. I know but even now I can't take him the same.
No.
Like he's great actor, like, yeah.
In House of Cards, yeah.
Dude, he was fantastic in everything. Have you ever seen the movie The Negotiator with Samuel Jackson?
I think I have, yeah.
And then Seven. He's the killer at the end. He's only in it for 10 minutes and it's the best part of the whole movie.
Yeah,
because his acting is
His acting is awesome.
Yeah, he is a good actor, but
What's that movie that he's in that's he's like his life? He's like a... I remember, he won an Oscar. He won like an award.
I don't know, but the one Negotiator, he's amazing in that.
He was workplace...
Sexual abuse. Yeah, that's what I thought. It was, yeah.
So I don't think he was a pedophile.
No, I don't think he's but he's a womanizer. Like he was,
yeah.
Which is fucking just, just bad. So, John Travolta does seem like a nice guy.
Well, they reckon Tom Hanks as well. I've heard that come up.
Is it just rumors though?
It's rumors.
Yeah.
No one knows for sure. But he's, all these people have gone to the Epstein Island.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And who was Epstein? Everyone knows what Epstein was.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? Do you know there's a
list? Is he dead?
Epstein?
Yeah.
It's
do you believe he's dead?
I don't think so.
Well, in your head, do you think he's dead?
I don't know. I don't think so. I reckon he's alive.
Where?
I don't know.
There's just a chance. There's just a chance he's alive.
He could be in jail in Guantanamo Bay, for all we know.
Yeah, true.
Who knows?
Oh, he messed with a young male actor. So he's gay and...
Oh, he's gay. There you go.
Fuck. Simon Dean would shock me, John said. Simon Dean would shock me. You'd be lost. Simon Dean, I'm sorry. Yeah, you'd be losing it. Michael Jackson was in The Simpsons. Remember the song Happy Birthday, Lisa? Yeah, he was. I remember that.
Hey?
Zakal gives us the
facts.
The facts, mate.
He's a fact
straight.
He's a fact finder.
You're a nice guy. Epstein
Thanks,
didn't kill himself, AP says. And Amanda's saying not dead.
Not dead.
Where do you reckon he is?
I don't know.
Where you reckon he's in Guantanamo Bay?
Could be.
Maybe he's in the Gulag.
He's in an island somewhere. But a lot of these Hollywood stars.
Yeah, of course. People of power.
Politicians have gone to Epstein's Island.
Of course.
Like you were talking Tom Hanks. All these
yeah.
So we just don't know, man.
Everyone's saying probably not. Everyone's on the probably not train for him.
He knew a lot of higher ups, man. He was friends with Trump as well.
Maybe I should just bash them both.
But you just don't know,
that's
man.
why Stone Cold gave Trump a stunner.
Yeah, but Trump actually said he's gone to the island, but once he found out what the island was about, he left.
Of course, he's going to say that.
Yeah,
he's not going to turn around and say, "Yeah, I went there and we did this."
Yeah,
and that.
yeah, of course not.
He's going to say, "Yeah, I went there, but I didn't like what I saw and left." Now that I'm president, you know what I mean? AP says, "I think he's dead, but it wasn't suicide. Too many people had too much at risk for him to see." I'm with that.
Yeah.
I don't think he committed suicide, but I reckon he's dead.
his wife or the girlfriend, whatever, she was in court a few weeks ago, and she said all this stuff, and then they closed. They didn't want to hear anymore, and they suppressed her. Shit. Do you know there's a suppression order?
Jess just said it. Epstein chick with a question mark. Is that what you?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
John Legend's wife.
You know, there's a suppression order in the courts here in Australia for 100 years, and there's like 20-something pedophiles on that list.
Doesn't surprise me.
But they're suppressed for 100 years.
Doesn't surprise me.
Now, apparently, there's 2 prime ministers on that list.
2? It's probably 10, bro.
Probably. But that's true. That's actually fact.
I know.
You go check.
Don't you remember when you said it? The Don
fact.
was telling you that. That's been
fact.
a thing for years.
That's fact. Yeah. Isn't that disgusting?
That's disgusting.
Chrissy Teigen, that's the one.
Chrissy Teigen. Now, have you seen her tweets?
Oh, yeah, I've seen her tweets. I have seen her tweets. It's disgusting, man. She's like some actress.
I don't want to know.
You should see these tweets, man. They're actually disgusting, man.
I'll get Jess to show me one day when I'm up for it. Yeah. All this shit just freaks me, sickens me.
No, I just want to bash that. I just want to bash them.
Listen.
If
I'm becoming Batman.
We should build an army against them.
Yeah. Listen, I'll be Batman. You be the Punisher. Jess and Amanda can be.
When our crypto goes up, we'll get like a Batman bill.
We'll get a Batman bill.
We'll get the Kevlar suit.
That's it.
And we'll just do it, man. And you just see, and then when the bat signal's out,
Jess says, haven't seen her tweets. I just know she's controversial.
Oh, you should see her tweets. They're disgusting.
What does she say?
Oh, just talks about kids and how that she wants to do this to them,
and how she get away with it.
I don't know.
So she gets away with pretty much saying, "I want to do this."
Yeah, but then she deletes it. Then people take snapshots of it, and
Yeah, but how did she get away with it if she's willfully saying, "I want to do this"? What does she say that she wants to do? What's the worst?
Oh man, I can't remember, but I'll have to show you.
But what's something bad? I want to
I want to eat him up, like that little kid or something.
Yeah, but why? What's wrong with her? What? Is she a pedophile?
Well, she must be if she's writing that kind of stuff.
I'll find them, Jess. We need to go for dinner. Laughing, and Jess says, "No worries." That's cooked. Why don't they lock her up?
Why don't they lock up the 23 pedophiles are on that suppression list?
I don't know.
Exactly. Exactly.
Because they're cooked.
Because the world's fucked, mate. The
world's fucked.
And
what makes the world bad?
Humans.
Fucking humans.
Yeah. I know.
I think Jess said it on the last one. It's humans that just making
the best thing to ever happen to this world is probably like a big comment just hit us and just
get rid of humans.
Yeah.
Something that came and just humans were gone and then just animals were left.
Yeah. No, we just destroy everything.
We're destroying everything. Everything in our path is destroyed,
Yeah.
That finally little boys are on a show, so she gets eye candy for herself. Oh my God. So she's cooked.
Yeah, she's cooked.
That's pedophilia, bro.
Sure is.
Never even heard of her. I don't even know who she is.
She's some
John Legend. I just thought that's what John called himself when he wins a game of FIFA.
Yeah. Does he ever win though?
Nah. So he doesn't get to be a legend often. Yeah.
We are the cause to all our problems. Yes,
of course we are. Just saying, oh geez, what the actual hell? And yeah, AP says we are the cause. Of course we are. That's right. So
yeah. Anyway,
we
can sit here and talk for hours about
this. We came up with a good topic, so maybe we've got a few new topics to talk about.
We do.
Cancel culture, Michael Jackson.
We
got some good ones.
You look a bit tired there, man.
I'm getting tired, man.
You was like me last week.
I was doing laps in the rain
Yeah.
at soccer training tonight, and it was pretty crazy. Have you seen Lip Sync Battle? Is that me and Chris doing Michael Jackson? It's the chick. I've never even heard of it. I don't watch any of those things. Was she on Cobra Kai? I don't know.
No, she wasn't. She wasn't a Cobra Kai.
Must be boring to be kind. Jess is saying that's why all the humans are just bad. There you go. All right, guys. It's been a real good show.
You know what I was going to say, guys, before we go?
You say it, big man. Tell them.
Thanks for coming. And remember,
stay hunky. Stay hunky is a good one, isn't it?
We have to keep saying it, man.
We do. So tomorrow, I think we'll be live with the gaming.
What time are you doing that?
Probably 8, around that time.
Are you going to play Fortnite? I can come in and play a couple of games with you.
Yeah, I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do. I'll see what I'll play.
If you play Fortnite in the beginning, because I got to get to bed early tomorrow.
Yeah.
I can play some Fortnite with you, and you can
at the start.
Yeah.
100% humans kill ourselves off, so planet and animals can heal. Yeah, true. Very true. So yeah, there'll be a HFD gaming tomorrow. And listen, we're a bit unsure about next week, guys, what's going to happen with any shows because I'm actually having surgery next week.
Yeah.
So we don't know. We probably won't do a show next week. But if we can, we might do just one gaming show or something just to put something out. But yeah, we're not.
How about KP and Johnny show? Johnny KP
Not sure if that will go ahead on Monday. Don't know.
Okay.
Don't know. We'll see.
All right.
Not sure what will happen. If anything goes ahead, they'll be scheduled. Like we said, hit the notification. So you know they're on.
Yeah. Just stay hunky. Yeah, stay hunky.
Stay hunky's the best, man.
And guys, if you're brand new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe.
That's it.
Stay hunky, and we'll see you on the next podcast.
Everything helps us, isn't it? Like, the like, share, comment, subscribe.
Right. Might do a challenge next week with the nuggets.
Yeah, well, Chris is saying he's going to do. I said I can't do it because I'm having 5 teeth out next week, so I can't do any challenge. But
yeah, so I might do that challenge next week. We'll see how we go.
Yeah. It's my teeth, AP. Thank you for that. But one of my wisdom teeth is actually not growing up; it's growing out sideways. So
you gotta get it out.
Yeah. My other one's actually grown into my mouth.
Yeah.
But because they're so hard to get to and clean, and that he's like, listen, we'll get them out anyway. And
are you doing that going under for that?
Yeah. No. He goes, you're probably not gonna even notice these ones because they're gonna come out easy. But that one that's coming out sideways, he goes, we're gonna have to do some. That side of my mouth's probably gonna be swollen and that, so I'm gonna feel that. But we'll be right.
It'll be called the Elephant Man.
That's it. Apparently, my mate at soccer was saying to me today, he goes, the thing is, he goes, once you get them out, have you got yours out?
Nah.
He goes, you know how much better your mouth feels? He goes, just all this room. He goes, you can feel the room in your mouth.
Really?
That's what he said to me.
Oh, wow.
He goes, it's like he goes, it's bad. You put up with it for that day, couple days out sore. He goes, but afterwards, he goes, it feels so good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what he was saying to me. See, all mine are grown in, except that one. But now he showed me the x-ray because of they're real hard to clean. They're starting to get cavities on them. But I can't feel them, so I'm just taking them out with that one. But
you'll be all right, man.
We'll be all right. All right, guys.
All right, guys.
I'm not going to be in pain, Jess. I don't believe in pain. You know that.
He's a Cobra Kai now.
You know that.
Are you Miyagi-Do? Wait, who are you? Miyagi-Do? Eagle fan. You're Eagle fan?
Yeah, but them two. Miyagi fan. How he called it at the end.
When I show my bills on the Eagle, I have to go Eagle fan.
You know when he said it at the end, he goes, "We're Miyagi fan." When they joined, that's me. Yeah. Miyagi fan.
All right, guys.
All right.
Take it easy, guys.
Yeah.
And TikTok, whoever's on TikTok.
See you guys. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.
See you on the next one, guys.